Hey y'all. Hello. Happy Sunday again. We back again. Okay? We got to talk about this show again. This another Sunday, another RHOA episode. Child, they kind of got on my nerves a little bit. A couple things got a little interesting. So we going to talk about a little bit of stuff. Lord Gossip News say they ready to drag Marlo, child. You might be in the wrong place. I ain't got no drag for her today. I don't. You might when the link drop, come on up here and you can drag her because I didn't see nothing drag worthy, but I do have a few things to say. I got a few things to say, so y'all get in here, hit that like button. This time I did set the live in way in advance, but I'm still pretty sure knowing YouTube they ain't sent out no notifications, so you know what it is. I am depending on y'all to hit the like button to help me get into the algorithm because you know how they treat a black girl around here now. Okay, I'm a Florida girl, but y'all ain't gonna handle me like Marlo. Marlo got enough insecurity. She let y'all talk to her crazy and handle her crazy. I ain't that girl. I ain't got. I have no deficiencies, no insecurities. None of that, none of it. And unlike Marlo, I don't care what I did in my past. You'll never drag me for it. Get drug, okay? Because my mouth is quick. Okay, mouth greasy, hands speedy, all that. So don't worry, we're gonna get into everything that went on tonight. I have some opinions. I have some opinions. Oh, yes, I do. And we're gonna get into them. And listen, if y'all disagree with me, please don't whoop me, don't try to jump me, don't do none of that. Just tell me what you think so we can laugh together, okay? Because I'm giving y'all the disclaimer. I might have some unpopular opinions tonight. Okay, now some of y'all was in here earlier when we were going over that whole Danae Jackson interview that she did with My Future Wifey channel on YouTube. Shout out to them. And baby, that was a 5-hour live, but I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking my water. I ate some food. I'm energized. I ain't have no spinach like Popeye, but I need some real bad. I need some leafy greens in my life, and I'm gonna get some. I am. But let me greet everybody who's here, and then we're gonna get into this show. And I can't wait to drop the StreamYard because I want to hear what y'all got to say. Because I know y'all probably gonna get me tonight. But baby, I'm ready. I'm ready. My beautiful Bianca Edwards is back on the porch and telling y'all to please hit that like button. Get your drinks, honey. Get your drinks ready. Trina, she back on the porch. I know that's right. There go my girl Annie Gant. Girl, how you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Couture Bay say she's ready. She's ready. We got Vita Worship, honey, from Denver in the house. Who this is? Juanisha. Hey, girl. It sure have been a while. What you been up to? Good to see you, Miss Peaches N.O. Hey, lady. How you doing? She said, scooch on over. Girl, I love that song by K. Michelle. I hadn't even heard it till, oh my gosh. I want to say a few months back, my baby girl put me onto that song. I love it. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS. How you doing, love? It's country girl. Queen is up in here. Miss Gardner. Hey, boo. How are you? How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Nacho Twins mama is in the house. How you doing? Kim Bird is in the house. Okay. We got Ivy girl. Hi, sis. So beautiful. Good to see you. All right. Let me make sure I'm getting everybody now. Let me slide on through. The beautiful, the gorgeous Niecy Rose, y'all. It's her birthday. It's still her birthday. This the birthday girl. Miss MO1. This my girl. What's happening? So I need to laugh tonight. And this episode of RHOA had me cracking up at some points. I hope y'all see I put Sukihana on the thumbnail. Cause apparently they was eating. That's all I'm gonna say. They was eating, child. Yes. Kim Bird, how you feeling, sis? Good to see you. Tay, hey Tay, you back? I know that's right. Who else up in here before we get to talking about these girls trying to be in the Sukihana eating remix? I couldn't believe that conversation even came up. Nina Ross, hey, that's right. It's a seat on the porch for you. Like the old gospel song, save a seat for me. Yeah, we saved a seat for you. Yes, we did. Cool Gamer is in the house. Hold on. What is Kenya tweeting? So apparently Kenya tweeted Oh, she talking about Marlo. Child, bye. Bye. Talking about she declassing the show. Child, the show got declassed the minute they put Candace's little ghetto tail on there. But I digress. Mm-hmm. Gossip News say he ready to drag Marlo. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna have to do it because I ain't. Hey, happy to be happy. What's happening? La la. Hey, baby sis, how you doing? You was out early. Where you in right now? Is that my sis Velda? Hey, Velda. I'm glad you made it, girl. Let me make sure I got everybody. Hold on. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Brooke, you got the notification? What? Auntie Eva, you made it? Okay. I ain't know they sent out the notifications. I don't be, they don't do me right usually. Hey, Dora. Yep, second live, girl. That's right. Shani, hey. Okay, let's see who else up in here. Because I want to greet everybody. I don't even be caring how long it take. Hey, Delightful by Design, how you doing? Hey, Fifi. Uh-oh. Hey, Sheila J. How you been doing? It was good. They just made me nervous when they got to the Sukihana video on the Sprinter. That's all. Toffee Mocha. Tandra for real. Hey, Bookie. Child. Let's see who else up in here because we got to start this. They took me on a ride. Angel B is in the house. Hey, gorgeous. Tammy Carter. Hey, sis. Good to see you. Yeah, they mad because Marlo is challenging Candyman. That's exactly what's going on. And I don't care. Hey, E. Davis. I'm for it. I hope she get challenged enough to go somewhere. Hey, Nona. So listen, let's get into it. Okay. First of all, y'all hear the pages in the notebook. All in my notebook. Okay. So let's get into it. Y'all hear the notebook so you know what time it is. Because y'all know I take notes as the show goes. That way I know what happened and I don't forget nothing that happened that I want to talk about. Okay? So it looks like this episode started off. And y'all please hit the like button. Please. And thank you. Okay? I've been talking a blue streak today. I'm surprised I still got a voice left. I have ran my mouth so much that I'm sure I have burned calories. Y'all please hit the like button for me. I'm over here working. Okay? So take a quick second. Everybody on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and bam, that like button. All right. So it looks like this episode started off with Kenya and Monyetta to the dance rehearsals. And I actually, I know y'all was clowning and whatever about Monyetta saying when she became a choreographer. What it looked like this episode, we found out that the girl really is a choreographer. She wasn't lying, y'all. King Sankara said Kenya said she ate spoiled pork meat, and I just need a moment. Child. Yeah, Candy was definitely not missed at all. Only thing missing was somebody sitting up making a bunch of stank faces for no apparent reason, and thank God for small blessings. So listen. So this dance rehearsal situation, we find out that Monyetta actually says she had a dance troupe that done performed with Genuine. I think she said Joe. She said she did get a chance to dance with Prince one time. And I was like, okay. So now we get to find out a little bit more about Monyetta. And y'all can quit picking at this girl, talking about when she became a choreographer. Apparently, this is what she do. This is what she been doing. Hey, SFF. So this is what she been doing. So shout out to Monyetta for having something going on other than being Neo baby mama. Because that was disturbing to me. If I'm being completely honest. That bothered me to no end. That's all we could say she was Neo baby mama, because that was irritating. So it's nice that she's a choreographer and she teach people how to dance and stuff and had the dance troupe. I don't know, wonder what happened to the dance troupe. Maybe she just let it go once she married the man with all that money. Who knows? So anyway, at the dance rehearsal, we find out that Kenya actually wasn't just asked to perform. That ain't how that went. She was sponsoring the halftime show for the Magic City Classic. So she sponsored it, and she had the idea that what she wanted to do was the halftime show, and she looking for a viral moment, she said. And she talked about what she tried to do at BravoCon with that little tacky Gone with the Wind fabulous song. That song wasn't catchy. It wasn't a bop. It wasn't nothing in her song. Her voice is sad. So anyway, she said that flopped. I'm glad she knew it, because I mean, she's like, she was on the floor and tried to play it off. It's like, girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. Don't do that. Don't do that no more. But anyway, so this is what she working on. Why after they got through doing their thing, the little clear boy that she dating, he called. So they was, being flirty and whatever. And I said, oh, this is cute. Can you dating and stuff? I said, okay, girl, she dating. Then, Lord, as quick as I got excited, she ran my pressure up. Hey, Cheryl, she ran my pressure up that quick. That quick. Cheryl say, finally finished watching the episode, ready for the discussion. Well, you walked in at a terrible time, because that's when she was like, he's very good in bed. You would have already jumped into bed with this man, can you? You ain't seen how this worked out for you before. Has it ever worked out for you running to jump into bed with this man? Do you know this man? Lord, y'all, you know what? I'm going to just shut up, because y'all know I'm old fashioned, and I ain't really, for all that running and, belly flopping in people's beds and stuff. I don't know. But she said the man real good in bed. It made me nervous. But whatever. And then she went to talking about when she met him, she was still going through a divorce. What do you mean when you met him, you were still going through a divorce? Ain't you still going through a divorce? She's saying that like the divorce is over now, but when I met him, I was still going through it. You still going through it. And then sitting up here talking about the man ain't signed that he won't sign the papers. Girl, ain't no state on the, I haven't heard of a state where somebody can just refuse to sign a paper and get away. That ain't how that works. That ain't how that works. Now, at this point, I'm ready for her. Emerald, that's you? Okay. I'm ready for her to tell us the truth about this, because just don't know divorce lasts this long. And I feel like you say she dating clear and eating blank. Fire her. Lord have mercy. Listen. Oh, Lord. All I can say is, Lord, just Lord. Miss Peaches say knowing Kenya is more than likely a lie. You know what, Miss Peaches? Maybe she lying. Let me say this: the one time I'm stuttering, I'm so shook up by this. This the one time I hope Kenya is lying. The life will say, but Kenya lied, Shanitra. I can't believe she slept with him. Thank you. That, you know what? That makes me feel a lot better. She do lie a lot, and I hope this was a lie. I hope and pray it's a lie. Talking about gave him a 9.6. That's so vulgar. She lying. Thank you. You know what? Y'all know how to make me feel better. Yes, adultery, all that. Just tell the truth. You ain't married to this man. You trying to make yourself look like an adulteress and a harlot. Girl, come on. Lord Jesus, I just don't want her to tell no more lies like that. That's just so, it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, they had a sheriff serve them people. If you don't sign it or whatever, you get a court date, then you can file a motion to proceed without that. Hey, just Cass. You know what I'm saying? Some of us done been through divorces. We know how that works. Yep, I'm back, Virgin Love. I's back. So hopefully she lying. You switching to your pewter. Okay. Hey, Miss Niecy. Yep, when she was talking about Phaedra with a divorce with Apollo, remember she had comments after Portia divorced Cordell too. I was disturbed too. And this is the thing, like I was really just getting excited because I've been telling y'all for the last few weeks, that's what I want to see from Kenya is her dating and being a mama and having fun and going shopping and working on her business. Like that stuff is interesting. That's what I want to see. Queen will say she over this mess. Me too. Because it just made me so uncomfortable, that vulgar talking. Now, I can take a joke much as anybody, but she didn't seem like she was joking. She wanted us to believe that. Delightful say, and get mad when Candy gave out the toys. Nah, Delightful. Now, in Kenya's defense, y'all know I don't defend Kenya very often. Kenya just said she was uncomfortable and didn't want nobody playing with her cooter pop with no darn remote control. Now, she wasn't mad. She wasn't wrong for that, because I wouldn't have wanted that either. Tammy say more lies. Lord, spell like her name. Okay, so the snipers are out, I think it's safe to say. Cheryl said, I think she's trying to be relevant with the girls. No need to, because they're going to use it against her anyway. Right. Just don't tell no lies like that. Oh, God. King St. Carl said, he ain't like the way I rock the mic. She wants attention as an old hoe. Yeah, I didn't like that. I ain't like that. I was like, ooh, can you please stop? So then, y'all, we get to this scene with Sonya, her mom, and her sister. Can I tell y'all something? This scene right here ran my pressure up. I'm so sick of Sonya's sister. I can't hardly stand it, y'all. I can't. Ooh, I can't. So they sitting up in there. Now, the sister husband, the brother-in-law, the mooch, is working as her assistant at this point. She called him, updating him on what she need him to do and asking him which part he done completed, yada, yada, yada. The sister up there giving her the stank face. Girl, your husband worked for your sister, so he can't have a job? Or do you feel like the sister act like she want her sister to just let her stay there, give them money, just let them mooch off of her for nothing? Like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm not going to work and do your hair. He can't work and be your assistant. He ain't making no money in real estate. He won't get a job down to the Amazon warehouse. He won't do a goddamn thing. They feel entitled to live in this girl house and do nothing. I am sick of her. I'm sorry, y'all. Now, if we going to drag somebody, that's the person I wants to drag. Period. I'm sick of her. I have had it with her. Bianca said this scene stressed me out. It had me stressed too. I felt some type of way. And he not working for her for free. She paying him to do these things. Thank you. It's a whole job. How the hell? King St. Carl said, I have not liked this someone's family on the show this much since Todd Mama. Right, because I didn't like Todd Mammy either. Lord rest the dead. I ain't like her. The sister's ungrateful. She made me mad. Girl, I looked like she pissed all us off. Nisa said, I don't like Sonya's sister. She come off as ungrateful. Ungrateful and entitled, Nisi. She act like she is entitled to be in her sister's house, to eat her food, to sleep under her roof. Give us money too while you're at it. It's too much. It's too much. The sister is definitely a hater. Y'all, please hit the like button. Bianca say take about 4 seconds. Slide over there and tap that bad boy. Yeah, I met that too, Nacho Twins mama. Lord rest her soul, but I ain't like that old bat. I ain't like her at all. I was wishing Joyce was a real pop-off and would go over there and pop her in her mouth. I ain't like her. Your son is a bum and a grifter, and you ain't no better because you raised him like that. But anyway, I ain't gonna speak ill of the dead no more. Okay, what you say, Delightful? Say her family should be independent from Sonya. They need other jobs, right? But they don't want other jobs, because then they at that point they would actually have to do a job. King St. Carl say ungrateful, and she would be ungrateful back to Jamaica. You the weakest link. Goodbye. She could go anywhere she want to go. She could go to Diddy Walt Diddy if she felt like it, but she would get the hell up out my house is where she would go. The girl, show her the door, push her through the door, slam the door, all the doors. Sheila J said, I wish someone would pay me to drop off and pick up stuff and check email. Girl, yes. Freeloading. Child, too much. So then they sitting up there after she making the faces. She kind of, Sonya acting like she nervous. She don't want to tell them what's, that Ross is like, look, he want his house back to normal without all her relatives in it. The sister already gets an attitude, and the mama trying to tell her, don't take it personal. Like, it's not personal. That man got a right to want his family with just his family. The hell is going on with you? And she's like, oh, it's hard not to take it personal. Girl, how? If you that sensitive, you need to be in your own house anyway. In my book, if you that sensitive, you need to be in your own house. Faye say, I'm shocked she's still married because constant BS from in-laws is a major deal breaker for me. I don't want no in-law permanent living in my home. Can't pay me to live in some neighborhood. in the same neighborhood. Yeah, but that's a man who loves his wife. So that's not the issue. He just sitting her down and letting her know that was okay for a little while, but mama and them got to go. Yeah, they had the nerve to quit. But she was mad about that, honey. Got up and stormed her little funky behind off. King St. Carl say, go over there and stay with Marlo's sister. She take disrespect for children. No. Crystal take in disrespect for children. That's some kin to her. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. When it comes to Sonia's sister, that heifer, she just need to go get her own place. That's what she need to do. Tell your husband to get a job, you get one, and go get a place. Vita says she'll make them work to the Piggly Wiggly. I wouldn't make them nowhere. I wouldn't make them work nowhere. You ain't got to work. You just got to get out. Virgin Love say Ross is patient, but when he get tired, it's a wrap. But I don't think he have to. His wife respecting what he said, and that's why she set her people down to let them know that her husband said that y'all gonna have to giddy up with to get along. Oh, child, ain't nobody worrying about no spelling. Miss Nisa say her sister selfish and the mama ain't no better. Mama definitely ain't no better. Shannon said, I think her sister told her husband to quit because Sonya said it's time for y'all to get your own spot. Yep, that's exactly what happened. You know it. Faye say it's okay for a while, but knowing how long they've been living there and looking comfortable, it's giving permanent. That's why I said that. Oh no, I can dig what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, Ross is like, okay, he's giving them enough grace, and now they got to get. Yep. Being his sister-in-law assistant. How unfortunate. Okay. Ain't nothing like God bless the child that's got their own child. So then we get to this scene with Marlo. Now, this scene I liked. I liked this scene a lot. A lot. You say, why was that his job? That was his job because he was claiming he was going to do real estate, but he wasn't making no money at real estate. So Sonya offered him a job being her assistant because he was laying up in there eating groceries and flipping light switches and using toilet paper and stuff and wasn't paying for nothing. That's how he ended up with that job. All right. So Marlo over there with her nephews, they doing the Halloween, photo shoot because apparently Marlo celebrates Devil Day. As a lot of folks do. I don't celebrate Devil Day, but there you go. So she there with her sister and the nephews, and she getting her makeup done and stuff for the costumes. I like a good costume. And so she starts telling her sister about the fact that Courtney heard what was going on with her and told her she knew somebody that could help her get her record expunged because she want to get that cleared up where she can get her a bang bang shoot 'em up license because she talks about the fact that she had to deal with that home invasion, people kicking in the door, and they armed, and she can't even have no arms to defend herself. Like she just stuck in there and people can do whatever they want to do to her. You know what I'm saying? Right, King St. Carl, he dusted. So she was just talking about that, and Courtney walked in while she was singing her praises, and I thought that was cool that she gave her a connect. Marlo made a very good point while Candy was bragging about how she was such a good friend to her and tried to get her a show and referred her to an agent and blah, blah, blah. You such a good friend that you never did even check back in on her nephew, her sister's child that was killed that used to work at your restaurant that you knew very well. But I digress. You also, Miss I'm Worldwide, you and this good friend that you were such a good friend to, and you feel as though Marlo was ungrateful. She had a very good point. You ain't never tried to help her with nothing reasonable. Instead, y'all keep bringing up 20-year-old mess. But Courtney, who just met her, put her in touch with somebody who could help her get that record expunged. It's 20 years old. Get that stuff off your record. It's people that's done way worse than a little cutting, that's done had their civil rights reinstated. They can vote and everything else. So I'm glad that she's looking into that. I thought that was real cool. Marlo was real grateful to her for that. And I agree. Like, be grateful when people really do help you. Nina say, oh, I ain't know it was called that. I thought it Candy Day. I don't understand what you mean, baby. You're going to have to explain better. Angel B say, did you hear the question that was asked to Courtney? It was asked, which cousin are you? I did. She said she don't know. That's right, Angel B. Y'all said that. The life will say, but they really are doing their jobs. Sister did not show up for the hair shoot and haven't cleared those tasks he has. Yeah, they not doing their job. They don't plan on it. Niece says sister's a hairstylist. She can get a job. She can. Them things is lazy. They don't want to work nowhere. They feel like whatever Sonya got running and hosting and going on these TV shows and jobs, these things with Apple and all like that, and whatever her husband make, they feel like they entitled to them people money, man. Oh, you say you ain't never heard nobody call Halloween Devil Day? I call it Devil Day. That's for Satan worshipers, okay? We don't do that over here. But, if y'all do it, bless your heart. Gossip News say Marlo and Courtney need to go to Canada and stay there. I don't know why. I like them. Courtney is really growing on me. What she did for Marlo, that was a real move right there. That's what real people do for people. Because if I know somebody that can help you with something like that, and I know you've been through something like that, I'm gonna look out for you. They don't need to go nowhere. If you're gonna get rid of somebody, get rid of Drew and take Candy with her. I'll even suffer through Sonya if we can get rid of Candy. King St. Carl say all women from Florida tattoo artists with them blades and box cutters. Yes, we are. Please and thank you. Yes, we are. Yes, we absolutely are. Couture say she don't want to work and Atlanta need hairstylists bad. Sure do. All them black folks up there, she could be doing hair every day of the week. Yeah, Courtney's a real one. I don't have no problem with Courtney. No whatsoever. I agree with Tammy. I think that was Tammy that made that statement. They mad because these are people that's checking they friend Candy. I don't have no problem with that. You call it Devil Day too, Queen? Yeah, we don't worship Satan over here. Okay. Courtney was less annoying this episode. Courtney didn't annoy me before. I just didn't understand some of her moves, but Courtney didn't annoy me. I just hadn't really made a decision on her yet. But I like Courtney. I don't have no problem with her. Oh, that's fine. Everybody got freedom of religion. I'm just not, I don't do Satan worship. That's all. King St. Carl say, I don't like the way she speaks, but she cool. Yeah, her voice a little nasally or whatever. I think that's what threw me off and I wasn't sure how to take it. But it was like, you doing real stuff. I can get over you being nasal, honey. Pink Rosa say it was the mama agreeing with the sister for me in the confessional. Yes. That's what I'm saying. The mama, y'all said it. I'm saying it too. The mama is just as bad. She just try to be like she try to finesse Sonya. The sister just give her behind the kiss, like just blatantly. Like, I'm entitled to what you have, and if you don't give it to me, I'ma just pout. Say Courtney get a bad rap because she stood up to box fan voice Candy. Exactly. And I don't have no problem with that. First of all, who the hell is Candy with her ugly catfish looking tail? Child, bye. Gossip News say Courtney may be growing on me. At least she better than Sonya. Hell, everybody better than Sonya except Candy. I still take Sonya over Candy. King St. Carl say, you and I judge them voices. Yes. I do judge voices. But even though she nasal, like the way she moving, I can really dig how she moving. I can. I will give her that. So anyway, I just thought it was neat or whatever. And so they started talking. And then we find out during this conversation that Courtney is a crisis manager. I said, oh, okay. So I guess she do the PR stuff. She be on her Olivia Pope and all that. I just, it's something. I like that. But they went to talking about the whole thing with Candy and all that, what happened with Drew and trying to, it's her and Courtney basically saying they hadn't talked since that night. And, Courtney basically was like, no, Marlo was like, well, the question is, why are there shootings at the restaurant? Courtney is the one that said it's the culture that she, that she encourages there or whatever. I don't want to misquote the lady, but she said something about it's the culture in those establishments. So I'm fine with Drew and Candy going. I say, let me join the housewives. You want to join the housewives? You'll be more entertaining. I trust you. The Divine Miss M say, how the freeloaders mad? Get out the Ross house. A year's too long. Yes, that ain't your mama and daddy house. King St. Carl said, I thought she was about to say with her good ugly A. I don't know why. I know you ain't thought I was gonna say that. Mm-mm. Fifi said when they showed the nephew obituary, why was he wearing his work uniform? I think I missed it. I don't know that. I don't think I saw that. Virgin Love said Courtney's okay. I heard she fought Candy. Is that true? No, she didn't. Courtney basically confronted her and was like, "Girl, you telling people that I'm clout chasing and said I know you. I never told anybody I know you." And Candy beat her getting mad. And I think it was just she couldn't believe that the lady had the nerve to check her on that lie. And I think she was kind of embarrassed and upset that whoever she was talking to about that lady went back and repeated it. That's what I think. Okay, Gossip News say Bravo hit him up. All right, Bravo, Andy. Bravo, Andy, get on your job. Cecilia, hey, boo. Lala, what you say? Kenya was getting on my nerves in that scene. And was, but she wasn't in this scene, though. The next scene that she was in was annoying. But listen, so Crystal, her sister, she's still crying over it. She broke down and went to crying over it. Marlo was like, the family still kind of got like a sour impression when it come to Candy, I guess, because of how she just disregarded stuff and whatever, acted like it was no big deal and didn't care. And all that. And it was just like, okay, I get it. And again, I don't want to sound insensitive. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me, please. I just feel like it's painful enough to lose a young person. Don't hang on to that. If Candy acted like she didn't know the child and the child didn't matter, whatever, she phony. So it don't matter that she, act one way. Then when something happens, she act like, oh, well, no big deal. That's somebody showing you how they really see you and how they really feel about you. Y'all still grieving about it. It's still hurtful. Some stuff you don't ever really get over. You got to know how to just let stuff go. Now, I get that Marlo was still holding it, and I feel like Marlo probably didn't even realize how bad she was holding on to it. Once you had your outburst with Drew Sidora being phony, I feel like Marlo should have had a moment to herself like, whoa, I didn't realize I was still holding on to that bad. Let me just let this go. Let it go. Let it go. Because you can't change people. And you can't change how people see you. And you can't change the way people feel about you. And you can't make them be real if they not. Let it go. Faye says she said he wore his work uniform because he used to talk highly about working for her. Oh, he used it as one of his proud moments. Okay, well, I didn't see that part, Faye. I missed it. I believed y'all. I'm just saying I didn't see it. Okay, that would be a new addition now. Couture Bay said, I was shocked the assailant was at the restaurant with the nephew. Yeah, she said it was somebody he met up there. I'm starting to feel like Marlo a little bit like, what the hell going on to this restaurant? You can leave there, meet somebody from there and still end up getting pop. Now, what the hell going on? Now, I ain't real touchy about the shooting stuff, but it's getting to be a little, extra. It's getting to be a little extra. I'm from Ocala. I ain't scared of bullets, but golly, this is getting to be a lot. But I do feel like Marlo need to let it go. If the family still feels some type of way because the child was fond of her and then she acted like he was no big deal, I feel like they need to let that go. Grieve over the child. Anybody who acted funny or different, let that go. That's all. That's it. Now, if I'm being insensitive, y'all please let me know. Please let me know. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just feel like, hey, grief is bad enough. Couture Bay said, I ain't going to any Candy restaurants. You better not unless you got some Kevlar. But I digress. So then we get to Sheree. Sheree deviated from the fake, I almost called that man Montreal. Martell storyline, thank God, because I was tired of seeing Franklin and Turtle. Lord knows I was. But God is good. I ain't have to see Franklin this episode, thank the Lord. And what had happened was she goes to the doctor, child. Sheree got fibroids. So this is yet another lady on another episode that we're seeing with these fibroids. I like stories like this, y'all. I do. I know it may seem like a snooze, but I like stories like this because it is relatable, it's relevant, and it's real. Okay? Bottom line, that's something that's very real to Black women. It's ladies walking around right now got fibroids and don't even know they have them. You know what I mean? It's been linked to the use of relaxers, and we know how many sisters have used relaxers. Some stuff is just genetic, and it runs in families. So I like that that's being discussed. Now, what I did not like, first off, the doctor got too many jokes. Gonna sit up there and put the wand on the girl's stomach, talking about y'all been trying. You know, lady, don't be doing no baby jokes. Don't nobody want to hear nothing about no babies after you get into a certain age. What kind of mess is that? Ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. And then she went to hold on, let me get some of these comments. Because Sheree was doing the sex talk too. Nina said, yep, I let it go and don't mess with people that don't care about my son passing, even some family members. Right. Just leave them people alone, because you holding that stuff. I'm telling you, that's like drinking poison and hoping the other person die. It don't work. Faye says, since Nene left the show, Candy behind is showing. I respect her as a businesswoman, but it seems like the type you have to be her yes man to be tight with her. Right. But Nene had tried to tell people about this lady, but nobody wouldn't listen. Gossip News said, I just need a friend to join me on Housewives in Atlanta. Yes. You're going to need a friend because them some nasty heifers. Miss Peaches, you got fibroids. Now, did they tell you that yours could be managed with pharmaceuticals, or they could do a procedure to shrink them like they told Sheree? Or are they saying that you're going to have to do surgery? Because the doctor was telling Sheree that she could, do the thing to shrink them, but that, she also could opt to have them surgically removed because, some people don't be wanting to have to worry about them coming back, which that makes sense too. And then this nasty heifer, that's exactly what I said. Well, they said there's a link to using relaxers and people having fibroids. So there's definitely a link. But that's not the only thing that can cause that to happen. It can just be one of those things that happens to you once you reach a certain age. Is one of them things that could, like I said, it could be genetic. If your mama had fibroids or something like that, or your aunties and grandmama and them, it's possible. But this crazy fool, your mama texted you and said the doctor would have got slapped up there playing. Yeah, you don't ask no woman no stuff like that. You been trying. Don't play. You doing a sonogram to check fibroids. Don't come in here you trying to be Cat Williams. You ain't some more lady. Okay, use a doctor. You went to school to doctor. Get the doctorate. Okay. Jasmine said, did anybody else notice how low budget King trip? Yes, we did, but we ain't got that far, Jasmine. You so bad. So she's fool talking about she don't, she can't go without sex and working out for 6 weeks. Those her favorite things to do. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, that's not cute. How is it your favorite thing to do? And you ain't, Lord, Sheree. Now working out, I can dig because you've been doing that, but you wasn't even dating nobody. And when you was dating Tyrone, he was in the clink. So who was you having sex with? You went way longer than 6 weeks not hunching in. Right, Virgin Love. She said, it's funny, everything Nene said came to pass. Oh, yes. But see, that's what happens when people don't like you, so they try to pretend like you lying. Baby, one thing about the truth gonna come out. Say procedure to make smaller or surgery, still going through the process. Okay. Well, we praying for you, sis. I hope it go real cool and no complications. Martell is a third fibroid. Oh, an unnecessary abnormal growth. Girl, you bad. That's a big fibroid. And then, let me tell you what pissed me off with production. Why they so grimy and dirty? She talking about he do have big D energy. Then production gonna do the shot where they showing the man private parts while he putting on his pants. Y'all, listen. I said this a couple seasons back. RHOA has gotten extremely sleazy. And some of us don't like that. Everything is hunching and sex and sleazy. And the Yelp review, he a 9.6 and a big D energy. And I was like, oh my God, just foul. Am I being prudish? If I am, y'all could tell me. Y'all told me to review this show. Okay, I'm trying to review the show. Well, yeah, it depends, but I was just asking sis, like, what did she go through? You know, what did they tell her to do, whether it was an either or? Because with Giselle's situation on Potomac, hers was so bad, all they could do was surgery. She didn't have no option. So that's why I was asking her what her doctor had said to her. Virgin Love said also linked to eating meat, the hormones they inject the animals with. Well, if that's the case, well, just sign me up for 12 fibroids a year because I'm going to eat my meat. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And pass the pig. Yeah, the show is trash. The show is trash. They done got real sleazy, real trifling. Yeah, the moaning audio, all of that. I just, oh Lord. You say you didn't mind Bolo. I minded all of that. I just found it to be extremely sleazy, real trashy. And the fact that they had to resort to that, to me, further validates the fact that they don't have a show and they know they don't have a show. Yeah, you ain't missing nothing. They real sleazy, real cheap and tawdry. Yeah, it sounds desperate. It sounds desperate. It sounds very low class. It sounds very uncouth. It ain't cute. I mean, strippers are fine in strip clubs, but bringing it on the show, making up this fake line, this fake story about this girl sleeping with the stripper, and then everything was stripper, bolo. Everybody talking just nasty stuff. All the fake lesbianism, all of it. It's just like, come on. They basically are announcing that this show is on its way out. By the time we go from the ladies behind the gates being bougie and shopping and great events to now we got low budget outings on Sprinter buses in Alabama with tacky rooms with mini champagne bottles and strippers and talking about ding-a-lings every couple of scenes, we have fallen. Okay. Yes, they're doing too much pushing the sex angle. And I personally feel like Andy Cohen is behind this because he has always wanted to smutty up Black women. Yeah, they definitely declassed the show and trying to blame Marlo. Meanwhile, Marlo is not the one sitting up talking about ding-a-lings and coochies and hunching every 2 seconds. Yes, very unnecessary, very trash. Very trash, very raunchy. Good word for it. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, them Clear Housewives, they already a little raunchy. You know, it's a different set of people. You know, what we find unacceptable is perfectly cool to them. And that's always been the case. But I believe when Atlanta Housewives started, you know, they behave the way Black women behave when we don't come from the gutter. Okay? And I think Andy Cohen has always had a problem with seeing Black women above the fray. We don't do trashy stuff. And I think he has, from the gate, wanted to trash up these Black ladies. You had the ablation done. They removed some, but still have a couple of them still inside. Ah, okay. Yeah. Straight up. Dungeon tours, vibrating panties. Yes, they have fallen so low. They say they need to let RHOP go. Like homegirl Elsa said, as long as all the original cast are not on the show, it'll never be the same. Ever. Hey, on my days, say, yeah, this show is on its last feeble legs. Andy Cohen has issues with us, period. Yes, he does. In the words of Lanithia Monique Leaks, you old racist. Okay? Right. They do. You know, I think that's the new trend. People think sleazy is okay. And I feel like you need to stand your ground, honey. If you don't want to be lowered, you don't want to be acting like an alley cat, you think that trash is not cool, stand on that and let them be in the trash. Yes. I did peep how they lied on Marlo. That's why I say, no, I'm not. I wish I would drag Marlo. I wish I would. So anyway, enough of me crying about the trash and the stuff like that going on. Sonya, her mom and her daddy went to do the family photo shoot. The sister playing sick. She ain't gonna do no hair. She ain't coming to the photo shoot. The brother-in-law quit. Mama ain't even know. Basically, she said we got to get our own place. We can't stay here and live on them forever. So he done quit the job, child. He done quit the job. Yes, I did say clear ladies. I did. Hello, my hair is it. That's how I refer to folks over here. I don't think it's polite to call people who not white. So we're going to keep it real polite on this porch. These are clear ladies. Clear ladies. So anyway, back to these black ladies who are not clear. And so Sonya's sitting up there crying, about the fact that she wanted them there and she wanted them to have something, wanted them to do some stuff, and she felt like it could be some wonderful things that happen and whatever. And she crying about needing help, and it was a bad time. And her daddy, this is what I said before. I like the daddy. The mama I can't stand. The sister I don't like. I don't have a strong opinion of the brother-in-law other than he's a bum. Because y'all know how I don't like men who don't work. Okay? Gossip News say I hate Sonya's sister and the brother-in-law. Child, I can't stand the mama either. Honestly, she just thinks she's slick with hers. But she's entitled to. And I just don't care for her. She doesn't act like a mother, in my opinion. She just doesn't. Because what kind of mother wouldn't call her child to order with this type of behavior? I'm just curious. So anyway, they all getting ready for the trip. This sad little trip. Sad trip, Lord. To Birmingham. The sad trip to Birmingham. So anyway, Kenya was there with her nanny. I'm assuming that girl Caitlin is her nanny. Is that the nanny? I believe that's the nanny. But anyway, and she's telling her what the schedule is, and she telling her you gonna always need to share your location. Kenya need to watch that nanny, y'all. I know y'all might not have paid no attention to the young clear lady working there, but Kenya need to watch her, because did y'all see that heifer face when Kenya said, "I'm going to need you to always share your location"? That I didn't like the way she looked, y'all. I didn't. I'm telling you. Did y'all see that? Anybody in the chat, can y'all tell me if y'all saw that look on her face? Like she was like, "Oh, for real?" Nisa, you saw that? I was sitting there like, Ken, you better watch this hoe. Ken, you better watch her. Because this heifer acting like she think this her child and she don't have to check in. I don't know if this lady don't work for Mark on the cool behind your back. I didn't like that look on her face. Yep. That stare. Yes. Nisi, you saw that? Girl, that thing, that made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Candace started with. We was talking about Sonya that we went to the nanny. What did Candace start? Candace ain't do nothing this episode. I don't think. Tell me what you mean. Sheree say that was a wrong move for the brother-in-law. Should have waited until they found another job. They got in their feelings, got to move strategically. Nah, what I think that sister trying to pull is, well, we ain't got no money, so we ain't going nowhere, and we ain't working for you since you want us to get out. That sister is nasty. I'm telling y'all. You saw that look on her face? Yo, that bothered me. I don't trust it. Kenya better get her another nanny. Kenya better get her another nanny. I don't trust that girl at all. I wouldn't have first had that little hooker watching my baby. She don't even look trustworthy. Yeah, she rolled her eyes. I thought so. That was too much for me. I ain't like it. Kenya is insufferable. That nanny sick of her too. Well, then the nanny need to quit, because she's okay. This is my thing, right? Kenya is irritating as hell. I got all that, but you watching that lady child. Either which way it go, that's still that woman child. And when you watching people churn, if they say share the location, since that's the thing now, you share the location. What's your problem? You know what I'm saying? What's your problem? Somebody needed to pop her in the middle of her forehead. I ain't like that. I don't give a darn. I don't like Kenya either, but nah, that's still that woman child, and that whore was out of line. You saw that gossip news. I said, wait a minute, hold on, hooker. Cheryl said, yeah, that was the nanny. I saw that expression. Mm-hmm. Yep. That thing was kind of, that was eating at my nerves a little bit. Say, because she said, yes, ma'am, up until Kenya mentioned sharing the location. Right. Like, why you got a problem sharing the location? That's giving you plan on taking her child where I'm going to take her wherever I want to go. And she too little to really tell her mama where she went. I feel like that's why she didn't want to share that location. Yeah, the stare and the smirk. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's what I was about to say, Virgin Love. I had older women watching my children. I ain't never left my children with no young person. Ever. Right. Who working for who? Girl, listen. Y'all don't understand. That triggered me. I know, sis. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get that Kenya might be aggravating. If you that aggravated, you leave. But you don't play around when it comes to people's children. You don't do that. That's how you get your behind whipped and thrown off balconies. Right, gossip news. I know I would have drug her right out the front door and kicked her down the steps. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Yeah, she could be taken to a drug house. She could have been arranging to go meet up with some boy where she could lay up and do whatever and not be watching the child. The baby could get hurt. Kenya had better watch that little clear girl. I don't trust her at all. Don't nothing about that look trustworthy. Nothing about that look trustworthy. So they over there getting ready and everything. Everybody picking out their clothes. Sonya getting her clothes. Her mama checking out the outfits, thinking about what she gonna snag for herself. Everybody just getting ready. And then Kenya drops the bomb that they got to meet up at Sheree house because she still ain't fixed her goddamn driveway. Talking about it's dangerous. Now, Kenya, you could have fixed that driveway. Okay, but Sheree was cool. Like, yeah, you can, meet us down there. Meet us down the street, the Sheree house. That's cool. She wanted to leave at 10:15. People went to showing up late. Marlo was dead wrong on this one. Marlo, how you show up that late to somebody's, to ride with somebody to an event? Now, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. I don't like that. And I'm somebody, I can be late. I can. But if I'm going to be late, and I'm going to just tell you, baby, don't worry about it. I'll meet y'all there. I didn't like that at all. But Marlo was late. Drew played sick with her lion tail. I'm so sick of her. Candy had to do the Ebony Power 100, so she couldn't go. Kenya sitting there talking about something. My friend, that's my right hand, and she's not coming. Girl, y'all ain't even close like that. You just wanted somebody there to help you gang up on Marlo. Oh, poor you. Poor you. Hey, this is A. How you doing? But anywho, they get on in there and they going. Sonya lets them know that she got to do an NBC performance, so she gonna duck out, do that, and come back. Then they supposed to be going straight to the dance class. Marlo and Kenya both on their coughing. Like, I don't know whether them heifers had the hoofing cough, tuberculosis, Carnival 19. Can't you help me? Don't you try? I don't know what they had, but both of them up there hacking and barking and hacking and barking. That sounds so nasty. And let me just say, germs freak me out anyway. But for me, in a closed-in space, if you hacking like that, drive your own car. And that go for Marlo, Kenya, and everybody else. If you hacking like that and you finna be in a closed-in space, you heifer, drive your own car. You don't be in no closed-in space with people barking and hacking and spreading your germs. That's number one. And number two, when you cough, you're supposed to muffle your cough. If you sneeze, you're supposed to muffle it, meaning that we shouldn't even hear the full sound because that's how muffled it should be. I heard full volume on both of them heifers with that hacking and that barking. Pissed me off. And I wasn't even on that van. Y'all don't understand. I would have made that driver stop that son of a gun, put me off, and I'd have called an Uber to come get me. I'd have trusted Jesus and the Uber to get me home. Ain't no way in the solemn hell I'd have sat on that Sprinter with one, it's post Sonya. One of them in front of her and the other one behind her neck, just hell no. We'd have been some fighting heifers on that thing. Because that driver would have had to stop that. I'm sorry, y'all. He'd have had to. That's just nasty. That is just nasty and uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. Yeah, Nisa and they up there talking all over each other. Oh my God. Just germs and whoo, have mercy, Lord. No. Say they needed a mask. They needed a can of Lysol. Hell no. I would have needed my own car. Sheree said, I was about to say the same thing. That grossed me out. It was nasty. Nasty. I was so outdone with all the hacking and the coughing and the barking. So they talking about, it's gonna be some single men up there. Courtney say they asked Courtney, she was single. That girl say it's complicated. So that say to me, you in a situationship with somebody talking about she's single this weekend. Child, bye. You mean you finna be hot in the tail this weekend if you run into somebody? Sonya bring up, this is when it turned to the Sukihana video. Because Sonya talking about, did y'all see Future baby mama talking about that she was eating his booty and they went to, laughing and talking? Child, Sheree got her get back right there on that goddamn sprinter. Talking about, Kenya, how did you do it when you did it? Kenya tried to hide her face and talking about, Sheree, that was between us. You shouldn't have told nobody but God that you put your mouth on somebody's tail. I was expecting her to say, Sheree, quit playing, girl, or something. The last thing I expected this silly heifer to do was to sit up here and act like it was normal that you put your mouth on somebody's dysentery hole. Like, why would you? Oh, Jesus. And they're going to ask Sonya talking about, would you do it for your husband? She talking about if my husband had tooted his behind up in my face. Ain't no normal women doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Somebody's unwashed chitlins is not a snack pack. Okay, I don't care what Sukihana say. And I like Suki. I think Suki is outrageous and hilarious, but ain't nobody chewing on no unwashed raw chitlins. Absolutely not. Ain't no normal woman doing that. I wanted Kenya to, this was Kenya's one moment in time. She could have told that lie bold-faced. I could have knew she was lying, and I'd have still been on her side. This the one time she should have lied and said, I ain't ate nobody booty. Absolutely not. I was not. I was not. So now y'all know from here on out, Kenya's new name is Suki. For the rest of her life, she's Suki. Miss Peaches said, I don't believe anything Kenya say. I don't, but Miss Peaches, can we agree that this the one time she should have lied? Is this, can we agree? I wouldn't care what she confided in Sheree about. She should have been like, Sheree, you a lie. Sheree, you a goddamn lie. Because from now on, she's Suki. She said she want to switch. Now she eating his A. Oh my God. There ain't no normal woman chewing on no unwashed raw chitlins. Absolutely not. It ain't happening. Not ever. Ain't no normal man finna put his behind it up in the air like that. No way. Yeah, sure. She should have denied that. She lied about everything else. This the one time you gonna just go ahead and be like, yeah, Sheree, I did say that. Hell no. She should have told Sheree, use a black lie. Use a low down dirty lie. She should have put her hand on a stack of Bibles and sworn them all and lied through her teeth. Because not everything she say sound like ish. You was eating booty. Say, Kenya snack pack should be Marlo's get back to RHOA goes off the air. Listen, everything she said to me, her name would be Suki. Trina says she did that and the man still left just sick. I think this heifer say she did it when she was in her 60s. Yeah, she should have took it to the grave. Nobody should know that but the Lord. I'm sure he didn't even want to know that one. Up here chewing on booty holes. The hell wrong with you, Kenya? I knew something was wrong with her. Shannon said, which one of them said, yeah, I done had a man lick mine, but I'm not eating his. Listen, I don't know. Okay, why? Why is it normal for people to talk about people chewing on booty holes? That ain't chewing gum. The hell is going on today? Talking about mask on. Ain't no point in putting on a mask. You done had a whole booty hole in your mouth. What good is the mask? What good is the mask? Miss Peaches says she'll talk about anything except what's really going on with Mark. Lying heifer. Yeah, she need. Now listen, tell us about that. The fact that you was chewing on booty holes like Hubba Bubba, that you could have kept to yourself. God help. Jasmine said, I'm sure the clear men are running to her DMs. Ugh. Oh, God. I just got a horrible mental picture. Listen, y'all, we got to leave that subject because that just made me dizzy. Oh, so she hang with Candy. She did it. Oh, guilty by association. That's right. Virgin Love said, did not see how the disease rate in ATL is so high. That is not Hubba Bubba. That is not chewing gum. That's nasty. Oh, God. And what? Oh, y'all. Listen. I got to change the subject. This is too much. I just got a mental picture. Because I'm sitting there like, what if a little pebble pop out in your mouth? That ain't no raisinette. Oh. Men don't even bathe good enough for you to be doing that. I don't care who the man is. No, Lord, no. Hey. But anyway, so, Sukihana decided she gonna, let us know that she was eating on their booty. Okay? She said she wanted to switch. So anyway, moving right along, in Jesus' name, moving right along. After that dirty conversation, I don't know what the hell made Sonya even bring that up. They get to the class. It's a bucking class, for majorettes because they be bucking. They be having the buck or die competitions and all that. And everything, Lord Jasmine said, popcorn kernel. Listen, y'all hurting my stomach. Now y'all hurting my stomach. I wouldn't do this to y'all. So they get there and they doing everything. They dancing around and stuff. And Marlo talking about she got Megan knees. You do not have Megan knees. Stop it. You want to have Megan knees. Ain't none of us this age got Megan's knees. Now you can just cut that out. Okay? Who this is? Michelle Hemmings. Girl, hey. Say, just got here and thanks for changing the topic. Girl, I couldn't take no more. And they still here clowning. Y'all still clowning in the chat. That's why I'm not reading them comments. Yes, I think the Lord is shaming us a lot of days about behavior and things we be saying. Just too much. So then Kenya talking about she want to have a buck off and let the girls, compete or whatever. I guess they gave her and Monyetta a chance to go and practice their thing. Because, she want to keep her performance a secret. I'm not sure why that would be a secret. Marlo Terrible Tail gonna call Monyetta emotional support animal. I say, I'm sick of Marlo. I'm sick of her. Monyetta set herself up for this, though. She did. With that trying to fake have a problem with Marlo. Like, girl, Marlo ain't got the quickest mouth, but her mouth quicker than yours, Monyetta. Like, girl, stop. And then did y'all see the preview? She trying hard to get it. She trying so hard to get attention. Marlo walks out. She behind her. She shut the door talking about, she trying to shut the door in somebody's face. You want to go back to jail? Like, girl, please. If I was Marlo, I'd have let you know, girl, I ain't did nothing to you, but you call them people on me, they gonna have a reason to pick me up because I'm gonna beat your tail. Monyetta, one of them need to be beaten. She do. I see why she with that terrible looking clear dude. You better stay with him. And why again did they let her boring, trifling, no personality having tail on this show? But anyway, moving right along. So they doing their little class or whatever. Child, Sonya had me laughing, talking about little booties matter. Sheree won, talking about she got the bigger room. So Sheree thinking she got a suite, but really finds out not so much. They get to lunch, child. Courtney calling her baby daddy. And so Kenya was like, oh, I knew somebody with that name, but he was in a singing group or whatever. Obviously, she already know. Drew done told her, because we find out during this scene that Drew had done called Kenya on FaceTime to cry about Marlo. See, this is why I say Drew ain't nothing but a punk and a weak hoe. You sat up there to call Kenya to cry like Kenya supposed to do your dirty work for you. Girl, don't you know by now Kenya can't do nothing with Marlo? Kenya can't do nothing with Marlotta. Didn't you know that? So you stayed home playing sick, hoping Kenya was going to pick a fight with Marlo for you? Baby, that did not go as planned. Marlo tried to bring it up after the fact, after the whole conversation, finding out that Courtney baby daddy is somebody that you was in the movie Twa with or whatever like that. And she couldn't say she had went with him, so she tried to be funny. And it was like, girl, you was with a man with a nose ring. I'm gonna need you to get yourself together, okay? You saying Kenya is a horrible host. Girl, let's call her by her right name, Sukihana. Suki is a horrible host. Suki is terrible at hosting, child. Just terrible. But anyway, she tried to bring that mess up. For Drew little fake corny self. And basically Marlo cut her off like, girl, you wasn't even there. Drew home playing sick and you trying to take up a fight that ain't even yours. If Drew wanted to say something to Marlo, Drew could have said something to Marlo. She ain't no baby. With her funny looking self and her funny shaped self. Okay? But anyway, Marlo cut her off. She was like, well, I mean, I haven't been not nice to you. She said, well, let's keep right on being not nice, not being not nice. So then she was like, well, she said you was standing over her and being aggressive and other people had their phones. And mind you, production showed complete and total lie. Marlo was sitting down quietly, letting Drew say all the dumb stuff she wanted to say. How the hell was Marlo standing over her? Just lied. Just dry lied on the girl. That's why I say I'm never going to just flat drag Marlo. I don't like her being the henchman for these people. But I get it. So literally, you sat up there and just lied. Kenya was supposed to help you lie. And it ain't work out. And Marlo was being real dismissive. And you could tell that Marlo dismissing her and like, girl, whatever. However, it's whatever. And she was like, oh, I'm not talking. It's a circus. It's whatever. Courtney was going to try to like get her to talk. She was like, well, you know, something triggered you. And she was like, child, it triggered ever. You know what it was. If you want to talk on my behalf, that's your business. I'm done. Baby, Suki was pissed off. Because she couldn't get her to talking about you put lipstick on a pig. It's still Marlo Hampton. You can say what you want to say, like Marlo told you with your broke self. Say what you will. Say what you may, honey. Honey, you was the one, Suki, chewing on booty holes. You was eating. Stop the car. I gotta piss. He just ate. He want to switch. All right, Suki. But we calling people pigs. We calling people pigs, Suki. Okay, girl. All right, Suki. Sheree was over there looking like she was drunk. Baby, they get back to the hotel because they ain't had time. They got to hurry up and get ready to go to this high-class upscale event, child. Sheree get in her room talking about this ain't no goddamn suite. Talking about some boy, Kenya and these bad events, child. Marlo laughing about the mini champagne. She had her own glam team meet her there. You know, Miss Marlo Hampton, honey, Marlotta, gonna be bougie for real. She ain't gonna fake at it and have you running down driveways that'll break your ankle. She had the glam team there telling the people, I need y'all to get the manager. Marlo was trying to make it livable for herself because she was like, this right here? No. So anyway, they downstairs. Kenya tells Monyetta, this what let me know that she's a certified booty eater. Because she told you that outfit is not acceptable. We're not going to a club. Your stripper wear ain't gonna get it. Your get it girl jumpsuit is not appropriate. You need to change clothes. The event is fashion forward. This fool go up there to change clothes. Kenya left her. Wouldn't even wait on her. Mind you, she had on this sad situation. And not only was it sad, it was cliched. That style is about 4 years old. And it wasn't even executed properly. It was a sad situation. Oh, it was so sad, y'all. Oh, all I could do was cry for her, y'all. It was so embarrassing now. Yes, now. So, Miss Thing, hey, she goes to change. Kenya left her. Talking about, I found a little black dress. Girl, you should have stayed in your jumpsuit. Why they get to the darn, to this so-called event Baby, them people was in there in spandex, cheap spandex. Shout out to Benance. In that cheap spandex looking a mess. Baby, one lady had the cut out back and looked like them twins, Polly and Esther. It was people in jeans and polo shirts, and it was a mess. The fact that it was in a place where you could get a bottle with a sparkler, it wasn't nothing upscale about that. And I was mad Marlo gonna call that girl a low budget Sarah Jessica Parker. I said, I'm through. But she wasn't wrong. She was not wrong. But that was me. It was funny though. Then they go upstairs, child, because there wasn't nowhere to sit downstairs. They sit down and they want them to leave because it's too much attention on y'all with the cameras and people paying more attention to y'all than to the event. You didn't have no event. Y'all rented out a sad little tacky, dingy bar. So they went there and got kicked out. Marlo crazy tail talking about talking about this is Kenya's karma. This is Suki's karma because I'm gonna call her Suki. Marlo was like, child, she probably ducked out. They went over there to check the room to see if she was really in the room or whatever because they didn't believe her because Kenya done ducked out before. And that's when she came to the door cussing and acting silly. So it looked like coming up for next week, she gonna say, I only want people that's in my core group of friends here, and she don't want the rest of them to be there or whatever. And I don't know what escalated to the point that Marlo just walked out. And first things first, I don't know why Monietta would have been walking behind her trying to keep up with her to follow her anywhere. Like, girl, who the hell are you? Who are you, Neo's baby mama? Now, I'm happy that you was a choreographer, but you obviously ain't too famous because we still know you as Neo's baby mama. What was you doing following that lady? I can say one thing. I don't think this gonna work out the way Monietta wanted to. I don't think so. But I put the StreamYard in the chat because I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all got dragging to do. I want to hear it. I want to hear who y'all mad with. I wasn't mad at Marlo yet. And Marlo wasn't wrong. And I was perfectly okay with her knocking on the door and everything else too, because everybody knocked on the door. But of course, Suki ain't gonna recognize that nobody knocked on that door, but Marlo. And that's fine because they don't like each other. Mm-hmm. You say Suki was overdressed, girl. She was overdressed and underdressed at the same time because that dress was a sad situation. It was not put together well. The draping was not done properly. It wasn't. I could have sent my 15-year-old in there to that mannequin and she could have draped better. Shannon says she was in the screening and screaming at her daughters in the room, but you cursing up a storm at the top of your lungs and your baby's in the room. Right. I don't know if I believe her baby was in that room. I don't know if I believe that. Not the way she was cussing and screaming. I don't know if I believe that. Could be. Who am I? I feel like Suki was doing some lying. Miss Mo1 said if Kenya and the crew was coming, why didn't the event staff have a VIP area for them? They just had to find their own tables and pay for their own drinks, just said. Right after she done made all this noise about this upscale and we need to be dressed like this and this fashion forward and child, please. She's like the quintessential hood booger that wants to be uppity. It's just, it never comes across for her. Cheryl says Marlo knows how to dig at people. Gotta love her clapbacks and quick snaps. Yeah, when she can do it. Marlo is inconsistent with her snaps for me. Like she don't clap at people consistently. Like sometimes she get it right, sometimes she don't. She do better after the fact. She's not really a real quick on the spot type person. Michelle said, anybody notice Sheree is only wearing sweatpants all season? Yeah, she's trying to market that stuff she done bought from China, girl. She got to sell that stuff. Southern Charm say Kenya's events are always low budget. Yes. Where's Mia Thornton when you need her? Where's that large Hispanic gentleman? Where? My argument is, Shannon say, talking about, I have to be there at 8:15. I'm a key part of the event and got kicked out by 8:30. Right. Why wouldn't you say, we need production to leave? They can't film. They kick you out. Hey, Darren Hood. What's up, fam? Mm-hmm. So that's what happened. I gave y'all my opinion. If ain't nobody else got no opinion, I'm going to let y'all make it. Let me read a few more comments if ain't nobody got nothing to say. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Say, oh, a no host bar isn't a 5-star event. I just figured out that percent sign is on the number 5, so I knew that's what you meant. Yep. Miss Peaches said I wouldn't go with Suki to the corner store. Hell no. Cause you get there, you gonna meet somebody she been chewing on. I ain't got time for Suki. Nope. Darren said that was an embarrassment getting kicked out of an event. And the fact that Marlo is calmly eating up all this shenanigans is doing something to me. Marlo is calmly eating up the shenanigans. She's really enjoying herself.
Hey, Sinitra.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Sitting on the front porch enjoying the shade.
Girl, you know the shade trees are out.
I love it. I just wanted to say this. Last week, the views were at 700 and I think like 30 something views or 20 something. And this is for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So before people say people aren't watching TV, no. I came with stats, baby. Vanderpump Rules had 2.2. Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion had 1.5. And what is that show called? Off the Sales. I wrote it down wrong. Whatever the boat show
Below
is.
deck.
Below deck. The branch off had 787 views. So it's not people aren't watching TV, they're just tired. So when y'all are dragging Carlos King for his opinion, remember
when he was there,
yes,
people was watching.
Yes, but that's all I had to say. I didn't have nothing for Sukihana. When I heard that, I said, "Oh no, Kenya."
I'm like, now you know. Every time I see her, that song gonna be in my head forever now.
Just nasty, like, girl, you're telling the world this, so that means you probably did this with all these men we seen you pictured with. How sick.
You think she did that with Mike Tyson too?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's a big old dude, Couture B.
Didn't Kenya say, I forget where it was, where she said, like, I don't know if she was doing an interview, but it was when she was on the Wendy Williams show. Remember, she said like she was the 90s it girl because like she's tall, she's chocolate. That was the thing.
It was never the thing.
It was because remember when Robin Givens got in trouble, they was looking for the next one. She was supposed to be the new Robin Givens, but she can't act. So they thought she was going to do.
But tall and chocolate was never the thing. Chocolate girls are just now getting their respect. I was around. I know for a fact that was never the thing. She was the it girl because she was around there chewing on them like Hubba Bubba. Now we knew she was hoe hopping, but I ain't know she was getting her bubble gum on. Like I ain't know that.
It's just so weird. So it makes perfect sense to me. So I'm like,
yep.
Yeah.
Just like Selena Powell made a name for herself, singing karaoke. That's the nice way of putting it.
Yep.
And got famous. And what's her name? Corinne Stevens. She was singing karaoke.
Yeah.
And you got Kenya Summer Moore was, she had the chewing gum.
Yes, indeed. Just nasty. But overall, I feel like this. I do think Marlo needs to heal, but I'm not mad at Marlo because she came with the receipts. She came with the receipts.
I'm not mad at her. I just feel like at what point do you just simply accept that somebody is not who they pretend to be and let that be what it is?
Yeah, that's true. And then my last point is this. Drew is such a disappointment. We was rooting for you. In our Tyra Banks voice, we were rooting for you. And this is what you go and do. Weak. Get her off the show. Weak.
Yeah, get her out of there. You go run into Kenya to cry. And it's so funny. And it's like, girl, you didn't even I wonder did she know production was gonna like bust her out like that?
They had to do something. They had to do something. But I'm gonna drop back down in the comments because I have a phone call coming
Okay.
in. But I'm coming
Okay,
back up.
darling. Okay, boo. I'll be here more than likely.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Bye. Virgin Love, which one you want me to bring up? This one or the other one?
The one that's up there. I don't know why I have so many.
You got two of them. I don't know what to do. Which one? Well, I'm gonna just leave this one because this is the one we talking on.
Okay, hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Bookie.
Sinitra.
Hey, girl. Now tell me what you want to tell me about this.
Now, I don't really like um, Kenya. And
I
I
know.
don't watch the show because it became too much.
Yeah, it did. It really did. What was your opinion about that mess with Sonya and her mama and her sister and the brother-in-law? Because they ran my
Well, I
country.
don't watch it.
Oh,
So
that's
I watched your live to support you. And you
oh,
are very entertaining. You more entertaining to me than that show. It was more entertaining to me when Nene was on there.
yep. Same here, girl. Same here.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
You know,
I'm laughing because you said she was at her event for like what 30 minutes.
about 30 minutes, and them people put them out. First of
That's
all,
why I
she
came up here. I'm like, oh my god, that's funny.
girl, hey Crip, not only that, she hadn't even never seen the event space, nothing. But she trying to act like, oh, this is my big moment. I'm such a big shot. I'm so important, and they expected me. I'm a main part of this event. I'm a big part of this event. Girl, she didn't even realize when she got there, there wasn't nowhere to sit down. All they had was the high top tables with no seats, no stools, no nothing. Marlo and
Oh my
Sanya.
god, you know what? I have feet. I'm gonna leave because I hear like 5 people.
I think I think you may be still playing my stream in your background. I don't know what she did. Yes, epic fail. Epic. Are you still on this one? I don't think she knows she got it open. I'm gonna bounce it out.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you still here. You had two of them open.
Oh,
Can you
that's
hear
what was
this
driving
now?
me crazy. Now this is better. Oh my god, thank goodness. I didn't know what I was doing.
It did that because you had two of them open.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. So there was nowhere to sit. She didn't even know there was nowhere to sit. They had high top tables, no stools. King Marlo and Sonya got there late and they just paid for a bottle for the table or whatever. Because Kenya didn't have no bottle for nobody. Like it was nothing, no type of preparation. Them people act like they didn't even know she was coming. They didn't have no VIP section for her, nothing. So then she goes upstairs to sit at the roof. Soon as they sat down, oh, production come to tell her, well, they want you to leave. You got to leave because they say y'all drawing too much attention. That was a mess. Nisa, what you say? Say, wait, can you? Yeah, she was going with Mike Tyson. No, ain't nobody in the world, Miss Candy. As aggravating as these women are, it's so much less aggravating without her. Palava Girl says, there's no way Kenya is going to find a dude. She has dude energy, even though she's the most gorgeous girl. Um, I won't say she can't find no man because she can find a man. Men ain't hard to get. I mean, you can catch a man easier than you can catch a fish. A man ain't hard to get. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce this because I think something wrong with her connection. Virgin Love, you still there? No, she not. Okay, I'm gonna just let her come back when she get her stuff straight. Oh, is this my Jasmine? Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Now tell me what you think about all this crazy stuff going on.
So, I'm gonna start off with Drew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Drew called Kenya of all people to vent about Marlo if she knows that Kenya and Marlo can't stand each other. So
That's
it seems
exactly
like
why she did it. She wanted somebody to fight with Marlo for her because she's too much of a weak heifer to go up against Marlo.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm just thinking about Kenya and this trip. It was so low budget, and it's so disappointing that she went to Birmingham and did that. Like, there are so many other hotels that she could have went to that were more upscale than the place that she went to, let alone give the rooms that she gave. If Sheree's supposed to get the big room, what?
That's the big room. And not only that, Jasmine, I felt like it was funny and it was such a huge contrast because last season, and I'm glad Marlo mentioned it, she took him up to Blue Ridge and got them a beautiful place to live.
Marlo spends money.
Yes, she does.
That's one thing no one can say anything about Marlo. Marlo spends money. Kenya does not. The most Kenya has is her house, which
And
is
she still ain't
beautiful.
fixed the driveway, girl. They got to meet down the street to Sheree house because your driveway is an obstacle course.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, her house is nice. Her house is beautiful, I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
okay. It's all right.
But for the energy that she gives and what she expects of other people, she don't give it herself. And that's the issue.
She can't. I don't think it's possible. Now, if I'm being honest, I thought it was a little mean, Marlo calling her broke.
But did
And a
she
low
lie?
budget Sarah Jessica Parker. I said, ooh, that was tough.
I'm with Marlo when she's right.
I'm with her when she right, but I felt like, man, cut the girl some slack. She ain't got the money like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, Marlotta.
I do, but if at the same time this woman just says that you're loose and that you sleep with every man and that's how you have your money, then she can call her broke. It's technically even.
I mean, but she got her back for that though, Jasmine. She talked about her being a hoe because she is a hoe. Everybody know that Kenya was out there hoeing it up. Now we know she was chewing hubba bubba. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on now, dude. Ain't nobody saying she had to give her no clothes from the archive, but she could have, not called the girl broke and a low budget Sarah Jessica Parker. She ain't had to do that.
That is true, but Marlo made this episode for me.
She did. Hey, Jenna. And hey, Tandra.
Hey, Tandra.
She did make
Hey,
episodes.
how you doing? How y'all doing?
All right. And I enjoyed her being cool and not taking the bait. I enjoyed that. But I feel like they're counting on her to take the bait. And I think they're praying that she'll take the bait. And I think we're going to see some of that next episode with the emotional support animal, Maya.
Did you see how production put that underneath her name?
Yes.
I was weak. I cannot. Production is so petty.
They are. I was not prepared. First off, they was petty for showing that Drew called on FaceTime to beg and cry to Kenya because Marlo called her on being fake.
And she lied. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I don't if Kenya repeated the story correctly, then Drew lied because Marlo wasn't standing over her. She was sitting down.
She went and sat down quietly and told Courtney, "You're my witness that I'm quiet and I'm not interrupting her." So,
and I'm glad that Marlo did that because if she didn't have a witness, then they would just be running with the Drew story.
Well, they could run with it, but you see production after we saw what happened with Potomac and what's going on this year. You lie, they show your lie right then and there.
Yeah, that's true.
Which to me, that's embarrassing for you to be a full-grown woman telling lies on people and somebody's rolling that beautiful bean footage. That's embarrassing.
Well, maybe she was talking about the last part when she walked out. But I mean,
that's not standing over you. Somebody walking past you and yelling at you is not standing over you.
She can't. I mean, like Marlo is taller than everybody, so when she walked out, it's not. It's not.
She just lied on them. They just dry lied.
Yeah.
Just like they did Candace's clear husband on Potomac. Just dry lied. Just like they lied on Wendy's husband, Happy Eddie. Just dry lied.
Yeah, she definitely didn't tell the full story.
I don't even think she told half of it. The only part she got right was her and Marlo had words. That's the only part that was truthful.
How did you feel about Sonia's mom and the sister in the confessional?
Sonia's mama is a duplicitous old heifer, and that's why I ain't never liked her. She does not act like a mother. She does not give wisdom and motherly energy. She doesn't. She gives
I didn't
trifling.
feel no way about her, but I didn't like what she
She gives
did on this episode. I didn't like how her
like
and
this
her
since the last
her
season.
her sister was, talking about she's selfish. I said, but the girl can afford to get a nanny. She really don't need you to watch her children, her child, just one child.
The bottom line
So
is
that's why
the mama is duplicitous and underhanded. She's sneaky. She doesn't behave like a mother. She does not behave like an elder. She does not come off as being wise or motherly at all. I didn't like her last season when she was like making like ignorant comments about wanting to fight with Drew because of the crap Sonya was making up. Like I don't like that lady. And the sister is pure garbage. Her sister is
yes.
reheated dumpster juice. And the mother is exactly like her. She's just smart enough to be sneaky. What you was about to say, Jasmine?
I was gonna say, I feel like the mom's playing both sides. Like she's
Yep.
agreeing with the sister in the confessional, but she's in Sonia's face saying otherwise. And the
That's why I
dad
said
sitting
Because
right
she
Sonya
there,
got the money.
the dad sitting right there, like, oh, I'll help you more, Sonia. Whatever you need, Sonia. Like, she's
yeah, but
playing
the
both sides.
daddy, that's what but now Jasmine, you heard what I said from before. I like the daddy. The daddy seemed like he's so nice and genuine, and he just stuck there with them messy women. For real. He seems so sweet. It's like, oh, po Papa. Oh, look at him. Sweet
He
old thing.
does. He does. But I agree with Ross. Like, it's about time that they have just their family in the house. That's too many people. Even if the house is quote unquote big enough, just seeing someone's family members honestly on a daily basis.
It
That's
ain't got to
no.
be somebody's family members. I don't want to see my own family members every day. I don't. Let me tell you something. I got grown children. You don't be want to see your grown kids every day.
And I get offended seeing grown ups, full on adults eating the food I bought. There's
Yeah.
no way. I don't know. I would feel some type of way. So I agree with Ross. And I don't know why Sonya doesn't. Well, I do kind of get it. I think she said that she wants to build, basically, like she wants to build a family business and she wants it to be done within a certain amount of time, 2 years. And
Like,
Ross is
I
like
get
moving up
it.
the timeline.
I get it. But I also, what I will give Sonya credit for is even though she don't like what he said, that she's honoring what her husband told her.
Yeah.
Because that's what's important. It don't matter if they don't like it. Let them freeloading Negroes go wherever the hell they got to go.
That's true. She is. That's true. The mom's just, I don't know. The mom seems like trouble in this situation. So
She's duplicitous. She will literally change up what she say based on who she talking to. She is a chameleon. I don't like her.
mm-hmm. Do you think that Sonya was doing too much with the brother-in-law?
No, he was her assistant. It was almost like you hire him as your assistant. That means you give him money, but don't ask him to do the job. That's how her sister was acting. Tandra, what you think about that mess with the brother-in-law quitting because now they got to get out?
He need to do the job. He need to do the job. He need to do the job and he getting paid for.
But he quit. He up and quit the job as soon as she
Well,
told her sister that they gonna have to get a place.
but she just, and then she didn't say when. And so the girl jumped the horse, jumped whatever, however you say it.
She jumped.
Yeah, she made him
Mm,
quit, and she stopped doing her. So, but if I was Sonya, I wouldn't fool with. I
wouldn't
wouldn't fool
either.
with them. I know their family. I know their family, but some family you just gotta let go.
Mm-hmm. And I'd have let them go out of a catapult.
And Sonya gonna
Yeah.
have to look at them in the house after they just quit.
In her house, not just in the house, in her house.
In her home, correct.
Because it ain't like both of them went back home to mama and daddy house. Now that's different when you go home to mama and daddy house. You in her house with an attitude. What you not gonna do is walk around with your behind on your shoulders, pouting and screwing your face up in my house.
With two
That's
kids and a husband at
because I'm
that.
gonna
You in
tell you.
somebody else's house.
Listen here, let me tell y'all, Tandra, Jasmine, I want y'all to pray for me. Because somebody ever try that in my house, I'm petty and I'm ignorant. Every time I catch you picking up a piece of food, I'll knock it out your hand on the floor. You ain't eating nothing here. I go in the bathroom you using and remove all my soap, towels, wash rags, even the floor, shower curtain. You get it how you live.
Yeah, I hope Sonya's
All
not
the
being a
sheets and
pushover too
blankets.
much.
Sheets, blankets, mat, and all. I drag every piece of furniture out that room. Your monkey behind will be sleeping on the floor. I'm not kidding. That's the kind of girl I am. I'm sweet to people, and the people who know me can tell you that I'm sweet to you. I feed you. I will legit spoil you. Anything I
But
can
don't
do.
take advantage.
Do not take advantage
Don't
of
take
me.
advantage.
Don't you ever, long as you live, think you gonna give me your behind the kiss. I am not Kenya or Sukihana.
But in my house, though, in my house,
Nowhere.
you gonna act like that in my house.
If I'm willing to do for you and I'm being kind to you, don't think you finna mistreat me. You ain't finna do that. The hell?
Y'all are hilarious. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in the comments. This was my first time speaking to you like vocally, so it was nice talking to you. I'm gonna call again.
You better. I enjoyed you. I always be getting your comments in the chat. You crazy.
Yes, I laugh all day,
Look
literally,
here,
and
you
somehow I always catch the
Yeah.
lies. We have like the same timing.
okay? And see, Jasmine, I'm gonna tell you something about you. You my kind of crazy.
Yes.
So you come back anytime. You my kind of crazy.
Okay, great. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna jump back in the comments.
All right, Bookie.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. And
Bye,
Palava
Tandra.
girl. Okay, there she go.
Bye.
Okay, Palava girl is here. Tandra is here. Palava girl, what you got to say about this mess going on tonight on this show?
Hello.
Hey, boo, what's going on? What you think about all this mess now?
Hello, can you hear me?
American Heritage Month.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Powerful quotes like
Hey,
this.
Google, stop. I'm talking to y'all. Google trying to get in on the conversation. Y'all, I believe they plan on us.
Well, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. We've been telling you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
We keep saying yes, yes.
Okay, so
Hello.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's give her a minute. Maybe she'll make it back. Last time she called in, she had a hard time.
Okay,
with her
I think I'm doing the same thing I did last time.
What did you do?
I have my
time?
Bluetooth and it's messing.
Okay, just talk regular. Like, don't use the Bluetooth. DT.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Sinitra. Hi, Ryan.
Hey,
Hello,
DT.
everybody.
Hi.
I'll call you back, guys, back later.
Okay,
Hi,
Palava girl.
Sandra.
DT, what do you think about the craziness going on right now?
Well, as you know, I'm boycotting the season. Therefore, I have no thoughts. But I was just reading the chat, and I see that Swampia and her family are at loggerheads.
Yes, because her husband said you're gonna need to get them up out of here so we can have a normal house. and her sister with her funky attitude, she mad, so she refusing to do the girl's hair, to be her stylist, and she made her husband quit as the assistant. So now they basically living in Sonia's house, rent free, not working, with an attitude. And I said I would have drove her out of there by the roots of her hair.
Well, did they think that by the grace of the fact that they have family that they're going to live into the house for free? Is that what they were thinking?
And she's so entitled. She's got a filthy attitude, and she's so entitled. She feels like she is entitled to be in that girl's house.
Oh my goodness. She can't even afford her own house. What's going on here?
She need. I wouldn't care if she went to go rent a cardboard box. She need to get up out of there.
Well, exactly. Well, at this rate, you might as well just rent a whole bunch of rocks and just make them your house.
You know what? Have you ever seen that cartoon Craig of the Creek, where the kids make like this whole castle out of cardboard boxes?
You know, Sneaker, I haven't, but I was thinking more of like the Flintstones. Flintstones. Weird.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say I was thinking more of the Flintstones. Flintstones, we're the Flintstones. Yabba 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 dabba dabba doo.
Yeah, she could do some Flintstones action. I just felt like the cardboard boxes was cheaper. She could put them together, get some duct tape.
True. And you can buy one for $1 each.
You can. Sometimes you can get them free out, behind the back of stores and stuff. They'll give them away to you. Right. You could get some shower curtains and tape some shower curtains to them, waterproof them for when it's raining. Be creative. Put some elbow grease into it. But she'd have to get up out of my house.
Well, or you can just claim a cave for free.
Yeah. Caves are free, but there be bears in there, though. There be bears in caves.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Sometimes you'd have to kill it. But, the bear could be free meat, If you think that's bear hiders.
You got to see her husband. He's so scrawny and mangy looking. He couldn't kill no bear. That bear end up eating him and picking his teeth with his legs.
Well, if he watches enough Andrew Tate episodes, he can think of himself as an alpha. He can go kill that bear.
You so crazy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Virgin Love.
Hi, Virgin Love.
Okay, it was my Bluetooth. Now I see that wrong.
Okay. So tell us what you want to tell us, baby.
So, I hear a gentleman talking, but you know what I wanted to say? Hi. Sonya and her family, I never understood why she had her whole family there in her home. Like, Sonya's a grown woman. Why were they there in the first place?
I guess she was helping them out, but help time is over. She gonna have to do something different.
Because I heard that she was had another reality show or something like that, right?
And in Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I didn't watch it.
She has like a little girl. Like, she does need like you marry, you have a child, but she has like. Yeah, she does. Yeah, it's time for her to grow up, I think.
Yeah, she gonna have to grow up, but that's not even my like I say, my biggest issue with that was the sister feeling entitled, the mother being two-faced, and them people taking advantage of her. That was my biggest issue.
They are definitely taking advantage of her because because like I put in the chat, I said I would have the police. Exactly.
All right. Palava girl, is your phone working yet? I guess not.
I thought I heard her say something.
I thought I did too. Now, Jasmine got a good question in the chat. Hey, Cena. Jasmine said, "Do you think Suki should stop bringing her child on group trips?" I think.
Did you just say that her name is Suki?
Her name is Sukihana, but she chewing on booty.
That is
The fact that
hilarious.
she let us know that she chewing on booty holes, yes, that's Sukihana. And yeah, minus the booty.
I wouldn't admit that.
No. Did Kennedy kumquat more literally tell everybody that she likes to eat the boo holes?
She
Yes.
she said something went on where the karaoke singing, I imagine, was suspect or something. And so then she decided that she would chew on some Hubba Bubba. So she chewed on the booty hole. Okay.
Oh my God.
And then she admitted to it. She had told
Oh my
Sheree.
goodness.
She had told Sheree about it apparently, and Sheree outed her. And then she copped to it and said that she was indeed chewing on the Hubba Bubba.
Well, maybe we've just discovered why Mark. Maybe we've just discovered why Mark doesn't want why Mark wants this divorce as soon as possible. She was probably just like, I want to lift your legs up and give it a good old munching, and then he was probably just freaked out about that. Kennedy kumquat, crunchy cabbage Moore needs to remember when to go and munch groceries and when not to.
That I said before. See, Lola J crazy talking about whatever it is. I think I see because the Tootsie Roll to me. Ain't no way in hell Kid thought there was no Tootsie Roll. She knew there wasn't no Tootsie Roll. I'm just mad that she admitted to it. That's the part that hurt my heart.
I know, because I was
Tandra, you
on TV. I was like, no, I didn't say that. Yeah, I would have lied.
Yeah, definitely. Forever. I wouldn't have copped to that.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you all, good night, all. Happy Sunday, and I'm going to go bounce into the chat.
Okay, bye, girl.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
But yeah, Tandra, I wouldn't have copped to that. There's no way in hell I'd have copped to that. She'd have had to prove
I wouldn't.
it. Wild horses got done it. Listen.
Not wild horses.
She'd have had to bring wild
I was like, Sheree, you lie. You lie. I ain't never said that.
They'd have had to threaten to tar and feather me, draw and quarter me. Ain't put me in an Iron Maiden. I'm not talking. I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. What's that song by Johnny Taylor? It sure wasn't me. Oh, that'd have been me that day. It sure wasn't me. I don't know who told you that, but it wasn't me.
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can.
Finally, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You're most welcome.
Okay. I'm enjoying the whole booty, etc. thing. It's very funny.
Did you say I'm enjoying the whole booty, etc.
I've never heard of that. That is so disgusting.
Well,
It is.
As a member of the rainbow and I've
learned a lot of
community. It's even weird for me to find out that women like to munch on groceries.
Me too, and I'm a woman. That was disgusting, and also like, wow, she's really out there. Good for her. I don't know. What the heck?
Yes.
I love all the
If it didn't get caught on camera, I didn't say it.
Shanitra, you have the best euphemisms.
And that's the thing, Palava girl, on the porch. I love a euphemism because
yes, we do love a euphemism.
Yes, we can hear you. Because at my core, Palava girl, I am still a very Baptist girl. Okay,
absolutely.
So some things, I don't think I'm a prude, but I would prefer the euphemism to the Sukihana track. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I had to Google that. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I prefer to say that she likes to chew bubble gum or she's chewing Hubba Bubba. To
or much from the groceries,
or even possibly that she likes to eat unwashed chitlins. But
Oh my goodness!
You know, having her face in between somebody's cheeks. You know, I just
seriously,
it's a lot for me. Like my face is getting hot now. Trying to find.
I know.
Okay.
No, it was hilarious. That's all I wanted to say. You know, and everybody jumped in. I'm like, what am I missing? Oh wait! Oh no! That's what they were talking about. That is.
Yeah. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing.
It's very disturbing, and the fact that they're just saying this so confidently on RHOA really shows you how low the standard has gone.
Yeah,
exactly.
Since Nene has left.
Yes,
I have a theory.
Yes, Anitra.
You know, I come up with some wild crap, right?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Now you know Sheree has been being real buddy with Sonya, right?
Yes.
I believe that Sheree told Sonya to bring up Future's baby mama chewing Hubba Bubba so that she would have an excuse to set Suki up to out her for chewing Hubba Bubba. Because why else would Sonya just bring that up? They never talk about Future on that show.
That actually makes sense.
I'm telling you.
You might be right.
That was a setup. She set her up because she wanted to pay her back for what she did to her at that party with Martell, telling that lie on that man. And I think that she was like, oh yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
You want to say he was abusing you? I'm going to get you in front of everybody and everybody going to know that you was blowing booty bubbles.
Well, you know what? That actually makes sense.
That was some get back.
That was some.
That's the time it would have failed. I'm like, you lying. You need to prove it.
Right. They would have had to bring in the priest from The Exorcist, holy water, prayer clause, like bring in Angel Michael, everybody, because I'm not copping to this.
Exactly. Did Todrica do anything interesting in this episode? Was Todrica even in this episode?
Candy and Drika wasn't on this episode.
Oh, so no Cheesy Coochie Candy and no Todrica.
And nobody missed them.
Didn't miss neither one of them. Didn't miss Candy crying, singing, or which one is it?
Ugly faces or nothing.
Yeah, because I can't, like I said before, I can't tell, is she singing or is she crying? It all sounds the same.
Well, when goats make those sounds, it's usually called bleating.
Yeah.
It's normally called, yeah.
Yeah.
When they go meh, it's usually called bleeding. Hey, in the case.
Like every man wants a woman.
I like Candy. Because she's the only one got money on there. She's the only one got money on there.
Not the only person with money, because Marlo has money, and she does it without making.
Oh yeah, Marlo.
Right.
Marlo does.
Sonya has money, and she does it without making faces like a goat. Yeah.
Y'all remember how Kenya did Sonya last season?
Her pockets today.
And not only that, and Sonya stays booked and busy, and when she has events, nobody gets shot either.
Didn't Kenya do Sonya dirty last season too? Wasn't she like 3.5 hours late for Sonya's trip when they was in Jamaica?
She was late going downstairs, and Sonya had to go ahead and go to work, and then she threw a hissy fit because Sonya didn't quit working to call her, and then she
not that one. That was when No, the day before when they all went out. That was the same day that Drew pretended that she can run and she fell and damn near broke her other ankle. Remember, Kenya did not leave with them. She was still upstairs in her room getting her glamour, and she didn't show up until like 2 hours later. They was like at the last part of the day trip when Kenya showed up. And Sonya sat there and they waited for her for like over an hour. And you left this girl because she was like 10 minutes late to a party you wasn't even really invited to.
Yeah, but it was, like, to me, I feel like Sonya teamed up with Sheree She set that up. She set up the layup, and Sheree came in and put it through the hoop. Stella, hold on, make sure I got the name right. Stella Stevenson, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. I appreciate the support. That was sweet. I love when my sisters love me. I love it. Thank you. Y'all go ahead. I just had to say thanks. Y'all know I don't let no thank yous go by. I appreciate everybody. I'm not going to not say thanks.
I was sad I didn't see Ralph.
But yeah, I think it was a setup, y'all.
It probably was.
Tammy say, don't nobody miss the leprechaun couple, and don't.
Well, they never did, and they never have.
Okay. Shannon, you back?
Yeah, my bad. I had to let the dogs out, so I knocked myself off. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Now, girl, tell us what you think about all this mess. Just jump in.
Where would you like for me to start?
Anywhere it feel good to you.
Okay, so I have put a question in the, how you call it. So Kenya was talking about she knew Courtney baby daddy back in the day. Is that who you was munching on back in the day, homie? That's why you was like, oh, I think I know him.
I don't know.
She said in her 20s, because that movie was when she was younger.
And Groove Theory was a good 20-something years ago.
Yeah. Yes.
But Kenya, 20 years ago, wouldn't have put Kenya in her 20s. Kenya 50.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she is older than me. My fault.
Yeah, she along with the rest of us girls. She 50.
Okay, well, she could have still been experimenting in her 30s also with it. She could have started in her 20s and kept it going.
Let me say this, Shannon.
She could have lied and said it was her 20s and it was her 30s or 40s.
I believe she did it in her 20s, but this ain't my issue. Now, y'all, Shannon, tell me if I'm wrong. But I believe once you eat a booty, once you join the eat a booty gang, everything you say is bullish, right? At that point, right? So you might have did it in your 20s, but you're not gonna tell me that you ate Hubba Bubba one time and you ain't chew on no more.
Exactly.
Well, yes, exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah, you did that one time. You did it again. That little chocolate starfish. You done went back again. Nakay, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. She say, "Stay beautiful, people. We appreciate you, sis. Thanks for the support." But yes, if she went down there chewing on the chocolate starfish, you know that she didn't do that one time.
Oh, God.
No, it looks like she's very experienced in that department.
Unless that had been Marlo who said, oh, that she was eating booty back in her 20s. Oh, my goodness. Marlo would have been all types of dirty, nasty, what. And
they would have crucified her completely.
They would have.
They're still trying to crucify her about running a box cut on somebody 20 years ago, over 20 years ago.
And we don't even know the whole situation. Did that girl pull out on Marlo before Marlo pulled out and had to cut her up?
Thank you, because that's the impression I got when Marlo was like, when she was talking about, like, yeah, of course, incidents sound better than shooting, but doesn't it sound better to say I was defending myself than to say I just cut somebody? So I believe it was definitely more to the story. I don't believe she just woke up and said, "Ooh, I'm gonna cut you.
Let me walk down the block and the first chick that I see, I'm gonna slice her up." No,
exactly.
there had to be something going on.
But when it's Marlo, don't nobody care what's going on. Part of the reason why they don't like Marlo is because Marlo was very close and friendly with Nene. That's number one. Number two, the fact that she got bread and Candy can't clock her money, count her money, say where she got her money. You know, Candy feel like she the money sheriff. She supposed to be able to say where everybody's money come from.
Yeah.
And she don't like the fact that Marlo ain't gonna bend over and kiss her tail.
I really think that's also why Marlo kind of she doesn't react too much when people come at her and about the box cutting or whatever, because it's almost like she knows the story and they can come at her, but she knows the truth. Like if you're not guilty,
And
Did
let it be
anybody other than Candy ever mention that, or did we hear about the box cutter like in the blogs or whatever? But on the show, did
heard about the
anybody
box
else
cutter.
other than Candy ever bring that up in past seasons?
all
I
of
don't
them have
remember.
at one point.
I think when she was a friend.
Even when she was a friend, it's never been a
Yeah,
secret.
when
It's
she was
always
friend
been a
came up.
even when her and Portia got into it, Portia was like, when a felon with a lisp tell me not to say their name, I don't say their name.
Oh,
And it was bad because they wanted Marlo to be triggered because Portia said that, and they was like, "What do you think about that?" She said, "Well, I am a felon and I do have a speech impediment. So what do you want me to say?" And I loved it because and it's like, and not to be like that girl, the home team girl, but that's us Florida girls. We don't really get triggered by you saying something that's obvious, like I'm a felon, I have a speech impediment, and what's next? Like
what you got to say? That's all you got?
Right. It's kind of like me if I'm back and forth with somebody, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out your hands. Black, I'm old, I eat a little bit too much, and what else you got?
That is so true. Like I'm like you, Marlo, this year. It's almost like she is like kind of channeling Anini. It's like, what else do you have? Okay, so you're accusing me of this. So that happened. That's in my past. And even when who was it that was trying to trigger her in the previous episode?
Drew.
And yeah, and she just let her hanging. She's just
She sat down and let her just rant.
yeah.
And she looked stupid because she didn't really have nothing to say. That's why she had to walk out like, "Oh, this silence is fake. I'm leaving." What's fake about somebody saying, "I'm gonna be quiet and let you make your point"? What it is you want her to argue with you and she didn't give it to you. That's
I'm liking her a lot, and I really, to be honest, like I don't know. I think last time I like what I'm noticing. It's like the lack of clever reality producing. It can be fun, and it can be shady. This is just boring and miserable. And I don't like the whole Candy being at the helm of it. I have nothing against Candy. I just don't like her in a reality show. I'm sorry.
This is the thing, right?
She's been there too long. It's time for her to go.
But this is the thing. The thing is, because they don't have personalities, they were counting on, we'll be able to trigger Marlo and maybe we can make her a villain and we'll just all come at her. And it looks like Marlo is doing the bidding of production. I told y'all this last season. I said it at the beginning of this season. And in my opinion, it's been proven. But especially when Marlo went live and was like, production asked them to ask her about that shooting. That says to me flat out, Marlo is doing what production want her to do. I think that's another reason why she's so calm and cool and sitting back. They getting kicked out of somewhere. And Marlo was like, "Oh well, I'm enjoying."
Let me finish my champagne.
Yep, I'm gonna finish my champagne.
And I'm gonna finish my bottle.
I'm gonna finish my champagne. This is Sukihana's karma. This is Suki's karma. And it really is, because last season when Marlo took them up there into the mountains to that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house.
Once again, Kenya late.
Kenya came there and frankly showed her butt.
She just like 24 hours late?
Place, picking fights, acting nasty and stupid, and it just typical ghetto girl stuff. But that's who Kenya is. But anyway, and so now this is your little low budget trip, and Marlo ain't even really got to ruin your little low budget trip. You kind of getting embarrassed all by yourself.
Exactly.
Marlo like me. Listen, I don't like the room. It's too small. You know what? I'm gonna go downstairs and just get me another room. I ain't gotta argue with you, broad. I can just afford to get me another room, one that I'm comfortable in.
Well, it's not even like all of them. I mean, barring Candy, it's not like they have like extra money to claim that something is too small. You're going for 2 days. Chill out,
girl.
Chill
please.
out.
Speak for yourself. Marlo got enough money to get another room, and Marlo did not travel alone. Marlo traveled with a whole goddamn glam squad, so she does have every right to say it's too small.
But everybody's saying that Kenny has more money. Like, I don't know what kind of money these people have.
You saw for yourself. Marlo traveled with an entire team. What the hell is she gonna do in a shoebox?
Dude, I'm Team
Use that room as
Marlo
her
and Team
wardrobe
Nene.
room.
Okay.
All I'm doing, I'm not. Let's be clear. I'm not team nobody, but we gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. What's she gonna do in a shoebox?
I'm Team Nene.
She could use that room that Kenya gave her as her the room to keep her little clothes in for the next 2 days. That's what Marlo could do. I'll go downstairs and get me a suite.
You remember that girl had set up like a whole extra room as like her closet when she traveled. Like Marlo is over the top extravagant. That's something Candy ain't never been. Marlo.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I was being sarcastic, but I'm agreeing.
I was trying to finish my point. My point is that girl is over the top extravagant. What I do like is the fact that she will go and just do her own thing. She didn't complain or nothing and go run into nobody. She just told her people, go get me the manager. Because this ain't gonna work. That girl got too much.
This little bitty bottle ain't gonna happen. I need
a mini champagne bottle. I didn't even know you could find mini champagne bottles. Hey, Janice.
Yeah.
You can.
You can.
I had 1 or 2 when I was on the boat, but Kenya, you supposed to be Kenya more hair care.
Right. But you see, I get my free Kenya more hair care product from the faucet tap of my bathroom. So therefore, it's free.
But you heard Sheree call her a stunt queen. That seems to be all Kenya has is stunt and rude behavior. She don't have anything else. You put them ladies on a van, not hired cars. Marlo got cars for them. She put these ladies on a van to put them in the no-tell motel. That place looks scary. I would have put all my luggage in the bathroom to make sure bed bugs ain't get on it. And with many champagne bottles, taking them to the high-class event when everybody's up in there with 579 and rave and rainbow outfits on and nowhere to sit and getting kicked out. It was a mess.
You peep when they first got in there, right? Sheree got in the door. As soon as she got in the door, dude was like, "Oh, can I get a hug from you?" And Sheree looking at him like, "Who is this dude?"
Like,
can we get pictures? It was all about a photo out for the people that was in there. They just wanted to take pictures with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it's a charity event. Kenya, it's upscale. Monietta had to change out of her little silvery outfit.
And can we be honest? That outfit was dreadful. Monietta was down there looking like a baked potato with a curly wig on. And she needed to change that. Now, Kenya was wrong talking about it was upscale, but Monietta needed to take that baked potato outfit off.
But she told her, we're not going to the strip club. You need to take it off. Well, look what people had on up in there. They had on their jeans and like you said, polos and the short sleeve, the argyle sweater, whatever.
But Shannon, did you see when they first came in, the clear girl that had her back turned, the dress was all the way back out, like almost down to her booty, and it was thin and looked like it was ripped or something. I'm like, what the hell is this? The big chick that came over there and hugged them, she had on some rainbow or dots type situation. I said, oh God. And Kenya standing up there in a poorly draped dress with a style from 2 to 3 years ago.
Don't tell her that. She in her mind she was looking like the bomb diggity.
She looked like she sat on a bomb.
Yeah, she ain't got it like that.
Of course.
How was the baby in the room and she's screaming and cursing like that? Stop banging on my gosh darn door.
But she claimed her child was in there. Do y'all really believe her kid was in there? I think she had a man in there. I think she was in there, being grown.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and be grown, but don't front and be like, oh, banging on my gosh darn door and my gosh darn child is in here.
If she'd have said gosh darn, I'd have believed her. But she
didn't say gosh darn, but we don't curse on your channel.
And I mean, she had a whole like round of Tourette's. She had everything but the twitch. Like
I was trying to be polite. We don't curse on this channel.
She SD, MFD, SD, FFF. Like, wait a minute. Like, madam. What on earth is wrong with you?
Only reason she gave Sheree that little title as the bucking queen is because
She
she
didn't want to
don't
give
rock
it
with
to Marlo.
Marlo, and Sonya's a little bit too close with Marlo. That's why you gave it to, like she said, two left feet having Sheree.
Yeah, Sheree was over there every time that they went like to buck. Sheree just kind of moved her arms a little bit. She didn't even try to buck.
And then she lost it.
But
Then
what?
she didn't even have the count together. She was off count and everything. That's the only reason why you gave it to her, because to Kenya, Sheree was the lesser of the three evils to her.
That's true, but what's funny is Sheree didn't win nothing. Talking about this is sweet. Sheree over there, though. She said, this
That
ain't
look
no
like a regular room.
That room looked like the same size as Marlo's and
Yeah,
Sonya.
it looked like a regular.
talking about it's the
It
bigger
looked like
room.
a regular room.
When I saw Sheree room, I'm like, well, how small are the other rooms if this is the bigger room?
I know.
It was the country girl in Sheree for me that tickled me. She said, this ain't no sweet. It was funny. I'm sorry. That tickled my heart. It was so funny. She said, this ain't no sweet.
This right here is a double. That's a double, not even a queen size bed, a double.
Child, that was a hot mess. And I'm sorry, that place looked suspect. I don't know that I would have stayed there.
That's why Sonya wasn't stressing it. Sonya like, okay, I'm only here for the night, and then I'm back on the bus, and then I'll be back later. Which I don't understand. Why you just didn't come down tomorrow?
Because she was trying to be supportive.
She ain't coming back.
Because it was supposed to be a event that night. She didn't know it was gonna be at the club with no seats.
What up, Shawty?
She
It's
was
your
trying to be a
birthday.
real friend. Like I'm gonna be here to be supportive of you, and I'm gonna show up for your high class event. That's got to be fashion forward with no chairs and spandex all through the room.
Because we here for 15 minutes and they said deuces. Y'all got to go.
Get out. They said y'all got to get up out of here.
You ain't got to go back to that raggedy hotel, but you got to get up out of here.
And see, this is my thing, right? I've been kicked out of places before, but it was usually because I had done something other than show up.
They wasn't even fussing or fighting.
Dude, sister, you can just bring back the 90s for me real quick. Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying I done been asked to leave a place or two. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like I was born saved. I done got in a fight or two at a club. I have. But I ain't never been put out just for showing up. That's different. I'm sitting there like you ain't slapped nobody.
Was they supposed to just stay downstairs or just the whole thing? They was like, get out.
They just said get out. They was like, it's drawing too much attention. Just get out.
They were just telling the really production to go.
No, they wanted them to get out. They said it was drawing too much attention. People was too busy looking at them and not the event.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said.
So was Kenya supposed to be there?
She said she was, but they didn't look like they was looking for her.
It don't look like it.
Exactly. If they invited Kenya more, they know you were part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so they should have known that there would have been cameras there. So yeah, you wasn't invited, homie.
She was no honored guest. They had nobody there to receive her. They had no section for her. It's giving she sponsored the halftime show and she blew it up in her mind that she was way more important than she was, because that is textbook Sukihana.
That's what she thought. That's what she thought.
And if you ask me, now she done flipped it. She don't want them to come to the halftime show or whatever, because she don't want them to see that it ain't gonna be all that.
Yeah. And plus the fact that
whatever she thought it was gonna be, she found out it ain't finna be that. And now that she can't grandstand, I just want the people that's close to me there.
So Kenya's on Dancing with the Stars and she had a professional dance partner. Now she thinks that she is what, Rosie Perez or good old fashioned Debbie Allen back in the day or something now?
Well,
because she's gonna be out there dancing in the Kenya Moore hair care. But homie, if you don't have a professional dance partner with you, do you really know how to dance?
Well, I mean, if I'm
The
gonna be
practice
fair,
didn't look like it. The rehearsal didn't look like she could dance.
and then well, you know, she had tried to be dancing around and stuff before. Y'all remember she used to lie talking about people was mistaking her for Beyonce. And I'm like, Suki,
Nah.
ain't nobody thought she was no
You lied.
She
I know.
couldn't even do a death
Ain't
drop
nobody
at,
thought she was
at
no
BravoCon. She damn near broke her back and her knees when she tried to do the drop on BravoCon. So now all of a sudden you going to get in front of how many
Well,
hundreds
that's
of
She
what
didn't
she
do
thousands of
that right.
people?
that's what she said, Shannon. She said she flopped at BravoCon, so she want this to go viral. And it's going I believe it's gonna go
Oh,
viral. It might not be
I
what
can't
we
wait
think.
for it to go viral.
I think it might, girl. I think she might go viral.
And not for the reason that she thinks it's going to go
I don't
viral.
get the girl. I don't get her. Like, I don't understand how such, like, her attitude. Remember, like, I think it was the first season of Atlanta, and she tried. No, wait. She's always trying to block people. She always has this overinflated, like, yeah, I'm bigger and I'm this. I'm like, just calm down. You're a
Bailey
beautiful girl.
agency auditions. Remember
Well,
that?
yeah,
How
remember
rude
that when
and
she was
nasty
talking
she
about the
was to
coochie
those
crack.
young ladies?
Coochie
I'm
crack.
so glad you guys are here. Seriously, like, I don't understand her. I'm like, just calm down. Like, I like her. I don't like her
I
personality.
don't like
She's so
her or her
mean.
personality.
But she's
I
funny
don't either.
though. You got to give her that. The heifer is funny, even when she ain't trying to be. She is funny. Cause I'm sitting here like, when I tell you when she said she wanted to go viral, I say, ooh, she might.
Well,
She
she's
might.
been viral for a
You know
while.
what she gonna go viral for? She gonna get thirsty during that daggone halftime show and grab a bottle of Kenya Moore hair care and take a drink to rehydrate herself. That's why you gonna go viral.
Oh, boy.
Yes, after she gets through doing them, as y'all say, the Rosie Perez hip thrust, she gonna be thirsty and gonna have to drink that conditioner. Now,
Exactly right. Say,
now I'm gonna tell you what she could do to go viral. Like this is her time. She got to do a remix with the real Suki on that song "Eating."
Oh no, Shandra, don't go to the Suki again.
now I'm gonna have to listen to that song and actually I don't even know who
And she
Sukihana
go
is. So
and she go do the remix with Sukihana, and she learned how to like twerk, actually shake that old cement booty of hers. Like
Ay,
she
ay,
gonna get there, she gonna have to boot it up like the Suki have all the ratchet girls in her videos
real,
squatting
real
and
quick.
twerking and stuff, and Kenya / Suki can get in there and put on her little bikini and see if she could twerk that cement.
Did her butt look horrible in the beginning shots when she was dancing with Manetta? I just kept looking at it like
She can't help it. She can't help it now. I don't even
that,
know whether that girl can afford to get that surgery revised. I hope y'all know it is.
instead of putting that pool in
I'm
the
for
house, you
real.
should have got that surgery, homie.
But I'm serious though. Like it's expensive to get that stuff revised. Like getting those revision surgeries is not cheap. It's not simple, and it's very, very painful. Like K
Is it
Michelle
cheaper
got
than the
hers
pool?
done. Like K Michelle got hers done, and people picked at her and laughed at her. But I applaud her for getting it done because that's a lot of pain she went through to correct it. I don't know whether Suki is in a position to do that. And when she got that done, that was before everybody was just getting fat transfers. So I don't know what they did to her back there, but whoever did it really should lose their medical license because they messed that girl up, honestly.
Maybe she can bring a good doctor on the show and be like, listen, I'll give you some good free publicity if you give me a good discount. Can you fix this back here? Because it's not sexy. How my man said in Beverly Hills Cop, the breast of a dog to scratch for the customer. It's not sexy. Not
I don't know. I just feel like I laugh at her, but when it comes to that surgery stuff like that, that's scary to me because
just take it out and put your regular booty. If it's flat, then it's flat. Then just start working out like Sheree.
No. Let's call Dr. Bill Aiden.
But hold on. But this is not this is what y'all are not understanding. Hey, Camille Fun, it's not easy. It's not just, just go get it out. They have to have multiple procedures to remove that stuff. It is not as simple as, just get it out. It's not. It's very difficult. It's very painful. A lot of times it takes multiple procedures, and it's not cheap. Like, it would have been better had she not done it, but all us, as we say, hindsight is 2020. Looking back, of course, it makes more sense, but at the time, she made a decision. A lot of women have made them decisions, and then they've had to go back and pay to get it revived. K. Michelle had a series of surgeries to get all that stuff out of her backside. It's not easy.
Wait, you mean Kenya?
Yeah, Suki.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Find a doctor. Maybe find a doctor that'll go, listen, maybe I can give you a discount. Maybe not if you don't want to take it out, but maybe we can correct it so it looks better.
I would like to see her do that for herself, because like, we all joke about stuff. We women, we can keep it real. We joke about stuff, but if we being honest, she's a woman like we women. That's got to bother her when people hit her with the, your booty lopsided and whatever. Like they were doing Carly Red over on Love and Hip Hop, with your deflated booty and all that stuff. We joke about stuff as women, but we know for ourselves that type of stuff, it hits you different when you know it's the truth.
Yeah.
Jazz was talking about Suki shade people for not being natural, but she got a fake cake. Oh Lord, not the fake cake, Jesus. Trina say, child, when she was at Cynthia bachelorette party on the floor in that sad lingerie, spreading her legs and the creaking door sounds they was making while she was doing a split. They was wrong with that. Production is messy. Depending on what you use to fill up that booty. We don't even know how hard it's gonna be to remove it, because hers don't even jiggle. It don't. It's just like the Gorilla Glue girl. It don't move. Yeah, it don't move. So I don't know what they did.
Are the boobs fake too?
I don't know, but they don't look hard. You know what I'm saying? Even if they fake, they look healthy. I don't think nothing went wrong with them yet.
Because I'm trying to remember her on that episode. Remember when she was on that episode of Martin, Miss Balzac?
I don't remember that.
She was on the episode.
I remember her being having a cameo on there. But them little cameos, I don't remember how she looked on.
She was crazy skinny in that. She was crazy skinny in that one. She was in that one episode of Martin. It was basically kind of like a remake of the Honeymooners back in the day, where Ralph was trying to impress his boss, and his wife dressed it real sexy and everything.
I remember the episode. I'm just saying, like, I don't remember her body dimensions or anything like that.
I swear she was really skinny.
Like, I don't see nothing wrong with people getting enhancements, but it's just like, when it's time to get that stuff revised or removed, even with Wendy Williams, they were saying it was time for her to get her implants out, but she says she's not taking them out, and people are saying it's making her sick. So it's like, when you go get these procedures and these augmentations, you have to be aware, especially stuff like silicone implants, saline implants, any type of implant, that the time is going to come when you're going to have to get that stuff revised or taken out or whatever.
Come on.
It's crazy.
And I don't shame nobody for that, because I feel like it's perfectly okay. It is your body, and I do not believe in people policing women's bodies and telling them what to do with their bodies. But, it would be nice for her if she was able to fix that, because I'm sure it hits different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can insult you all day and tell you something crazy about yourself, but y'all know it hit different if I know it's true.
Well, I don't think it's an insult to say it's not a good idea, to kind of put a lot of things just to follow some norms.
But what I'm talking about is, people do throw that insult at her about her beat up lopsided booty and all that. What I'm saying is, I feel like I know that hits her different, and I'm just being real. Aside from the fact that I may or may not like her, I know that hits different when somebody hits you with what's real.
No, it's fine. It's just like it's that's what you were talking about. You were mostly focusing on like, hey, watch out for the medical, fallout when you do some procedures to
Like,
enhance
yeah,
yourself.
like just
That's what I understood.
yeah, and I'm mainly saying like you just have to have in mind that eventually you're gonna
Yeah.
have to do something with it. Like it's not permanent a lot of times.
Yeah, no, that's what I understood you said, and I
Yeah,
think I think that's important. That anybody can do whatever they want. It's your
yeah,
body, it's your life, it's fine. But
yeah.
it's just sometimes the fallout, and
It can,
I mean, it sounds terrible what you
I
say they
just
have
think
to do.
I just think that ladies should do all of their research and walk
Mhm.
in with your eyes wide open, knowing what you may have to do down the road. And then if it makes sense for you, then please by all means do it because it's your body and you got to be happy in your body. Oh my days said I heard sometimes the material that they use will wrap around muscles. That's true. And at
Mm.
worst nerves. So yeah, the removal surgery is very dangerous, super dangerous. It can adhere to things in there. So that adhesion is real and even if I don't necessarily like a lady's personality or something, I'm still a woman first. Like some
Yeah.
stuff, mm-mm. I
No,
ain't
I
gonna just
agree. I
I
agree.
might
I
talk
think it's a
about the
PSA.
OT, but you know, but I just wanted to use that that disclaimer because a lot of people use that stuff as a means of trying to shame women for getting surgery or you don't need to do that. I don't think nobody needs to be telling women what they need to do with their bodies. You do whatever you want to do with your body, girl. But just count up the cost first so you know what you might be looking at later.
Oh no, there are some very, I don't know. I that again, another housewife relate, the botch show. I stopped watching it because I couldn't stand.
You
You
stopped
know,
watching New Jersey because
no,
Jennifer's nose,
no,
because
no,
Jen's nose is botched. Is that what you just said?
no.
Oh,
Oh,
Jen's
oh.
nose is not. Her nose looks like a who. And you know who else looked like a who on there, Shannon? Rachel Fuda. Rachel Fuda looked like a who. She
Oh
like
my
she
God, she
straight
looks like one of those fairies in Ireland and Scotland. Like she was so beautiful.
who.
Rachel Fuda, but she switched her personality. She looks like a fairy. She looks
She
like
don't
one of
look
those
no fairy
mythical
to me.
things.
She looked like a who. She looked like Cindy Lou Who, big sister.
Her nose
Oh
was
my
just fine before she let
Yeah, she shouldn't
that
have cut that.
surgeon that is not her husband touch
oh
it. Because it
Oh, you
wasn't her
oh, you
husband that
talking
did that. It was a
you talking
different
about
doctor.
Jen Aiden. Jen Aiden nose looked like somebody punched her in it. That new girl, Rachel Fuda looked like she from Whoville. She looks
Oh,
like she is
okay.
Cindy Lou Who, big sister.
but
Both of them
she
got
admits it.
messed up nose.
She admits it. Jen does not admit that her nose is worse
Yes,
than
she
what it
did.
was.
Yes,
When did
she
Jen
did.
admit that? When did Jen Aiden admit
This
that? I didn't.
season because
She she actually
she did
did.
this season because she
Oh, I
was
missed
trying to
that.
ask like, well, what surgeon did you use, Blase Squazi? And the girl tried to pretend. I guess not so much pretend, but repeat what she said about somebody. And she was like, "Girl, I just reached out to you because both of us got botched nose jobs.
Hmm.
Absolutely knows that nose job is botched. It
Oh,
was
okay.
just it was just funny to see her call out Jen Fuda with her Cindy Lou Who nose over there.
And Sinatra, can I just say something that made me laugh? The
What's that?
thing is, Jen Aiden did not, her last job that was botched, her husband didn't do it. She went to Turkey, which is a major, like
Hmm.
off-site thing. Her husband told her not to do it. And she went there because I think she has like body dysmorphia or something.
Because she
But
had other work done,
her
and the
husband
husband was
didn't.
like, "I'm not working on you no more."
Yeah, her husband said no, so she went to Turkey, which is her homeland, and that's where they did the job. So she was joking with Fuda about, hey, who has the worst botch nose, blah blah blah. It was I got it. She's very funny. I like Aiden.
I don't really like her like that, but you know, I'm with her when she's right. Y'all know how I am. Whether I like a person or not, I
That's
just call
true.
it down the middle. And that's what makes it, you know, kind of okay for me. In my mind, it makes it easy for me to watch these shows because I don't really have favorites.
Look, we all change our minds every night. Like they all mess up. It's like
right.
Also, it's a reality show. Who needs to hang on to somebody? I like this person 1 minute, the next minute you piss me off. I'm done with you, and then I come back. Done.
Well, the thing for me is just a matter of I don't really have no favorites on any of these shows, so I call it down the middle. Either you right or you wrong. And it's some people I have very strong opinions about, you know, because they're just vile. But if it ain't, if it's not just completely vile, I don't have a reason to, you know, feel any way about you.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else does, but I do have like a couple of people that I'm like, you know, I can hang out. I can hang out with you. You know, like the Ninis and the Teresa. Everybody hates everything. Oh, they're so terrible. I'm like, no, they're not.
I just think she's a piece of work.
I
Which
used to feel a
one?
certain way about Teresa. I used to feel a certain way about her, Shani, until I was able to get some of the backstory this season, and I just felt like I had been hoodwinked and bamboozled, and I couldn't believe that the likes of a Melissa Gorga had fooled me all these years. She
Such
really
a liar.
She's such a filthy, disgusting liar. And her nose looked like Squidward. And I'm like, I hope this not after the surgery. I hope this is like, oh, she needs surgery. I hope this is not after the surgery.
No.
That lying heifer, I'm sick of her. I need her gone. The fact that
she ain't going nowhere. She'll be back next season. Melissa ain't going nowhere.
I hope she gone. I really hope that Melissa goes away. But this is my thing, right? I find it very interesting that the people with the explosive, kind of strong personalities, the minute they either go away or get quiet, the people who have been throwing rocks and hiding their hands get exposed. The minute Louis put Teresa in therapy and started kind of taking up for her so she didn't feel like she had to try to do everything on her own, and we know Teresa ain't that bright. Now everybody who was doing like the real dirty stuff, getting her keyed up and then pretending like she's a villain, all of them are being exposed. And
exactly.
I said, wow.
Exactly. That is the crazy part for me. It was like they were driving her crazy, and then she calmed down and they didn't know what to do.
Well, because they were counting on it. It's kind of like what we saw tonight on Atlanta with Kenya trying to trigger Marlo and Marlo laughing in her face. And it was like, oops, guess that didn't work. And she was so upset she had the nerve to try to call this lady a pig after telling the world that she chews on bubblegum.
Sorry, this is why I love listening to you, because I can't take most people anymore seriously. You know? It's just like I'm like, what the what am I going? I feel like I'm Teresa. I'm like, what am I in a Twilight Zone? What is happening? But it is true. The Mish, they calm down. Everybody scrambles because they don't have somebody else to throw daggers at.
Yep, they just want a reaction out of people with strong personalities, so you can be, so that way you can be, you know, the villain. They just need you to be the villain.
Yeah. I think Teresa only showed that part because it was right before her wedding. Come next season, she's gonna be right back to the regular Teresa from last season that was throwing stuff across the table at Marge because she didn't like the words that were coming out of Marge's mouth.
I'm not buying that either, because last season Teresa was real cool. By the time she threw something at large Marge, she and quite frankly, that's when I first started to peep that something wasn't right about the narrative that we had been given on Teresa. That's when I first peeped game. Because I'm like, wait a minute. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? By the time she threw that at large Marge, girl, I would have already have thrown something at Marge, tripped her, or ripped out that drawstring ponytail out the back of her head. Ain't no way. Marge is full of crap.
Oh, Marge. I you know what? I'm glad the Louis. I don't like the Louis guy, but you know, whatever. He calms Teresa down. I'm okay with that.
I like Louis. After the private investigator, after the private detective. Oh, I like Louis. Listen,
I
I
don't
wasn't
like
sure I
Louis at
liked
all.
him. Louis
It's
made me a little
about
uncomfortable.
time. March
At
March
first,
has
Louis,
been getting away with murder.
at
Just
first, Louis made
investigating everybody.
at first Louis made me uncomfortable because of his eyebrows and his skin kind of looked like leather. And I was like, I don't know about Leatherface, but you know, he was all right because he ain't never do nothing to upset me. But baby, after the private investigator, and he sat there and told that sawed off midget, he said,
Gorga.
yep, he said, "Oh, I know everything. Let's play." I say,
Let's
"What?"
play.
What? I said, "Okay, Louis, hey, oh." I said, "Oh, Louis came to play."
That
Louis
was
say, "Mark,
that's a song.
But what does Louis
yep,
know? Or is Louis just like
uh-uh.
Teresa, just throw stuff out there with no proof,
Listen,
no nothing? Let me just throw
nobody got to
something
throw
out
nothing
there.
with no proof. Ain't nobody got to throw
Teresa,
nothing with no proof.
Well, March does that.
Hold on, Oliver girl. Large Marge, your buddy Large Marge, sat up there with the rest of them. He got a private investigator. So obviously he paid somebody to get the dirt. So that's the part that's cute to me. And what was even cuter was that all of them sat over there, Voltron Force activate, everybody linking up to attack one lady, which ain't never cute. Even if I don't like somebody, I never like to see people gang up on nobody because that's a punk move. And every one of them a bunch of hoes, including the men, to do some crap like that. But the fact that they could sit up, gang up on one lady, Large Marge calling all through New Jersey, New York, and everywhere to get dirt on everybody so she can have stuff to hold over people's head, and she was doing it. That was okay. But when this man sat back, wrote a check, and hired a private investigator, now everybody crying. Don't cry. Dry your eye. Here comes your mother with those two little guys. Oh, I was tickled. I say, Louis say, "Oh, I know everything. Let's play. Let's play." I'm with it. I like Louis. I wasn't even sure about Louis till he pulled that. I say, not the private investigator. Come on, Louis. Come through. And he hired private security, had him downstairs at the reunion. And it was like, "Well, your private security is that." Yes.
I think he's just extra for. I think he's just extra to be extra for the show. I don't trust that man. I don't trust nothing he say or do.
I don't
He's
trust no man.
suspect.
I
He's
don't trust
suspect.
no man. What that mean? What does that mean? When we got Freight Catania over
I
there,
don't.
lawyer that was stealing money from his clients' trust funds. What that mean when we got Joe Gorga that was actually swindling money from his own mama and daddy? What that mean? You can't trust no man. But out of all of them, I like Louis.
I don't.
Louis.
I'm not a Teresa fan or a Louis fan.
I ain't got no problem with it. I like Louis. I can't say I'm a Teresa fan, but I'm a Louis fan all day. Louis and them eyebrows had me nervous, but goddamn it,
when we have this conversation about 2 years from now, whatever, after he done bamboozled this woman out of half of her money, or they about to get divorced and he about to take all of it, nah.
Child, please. When he change up, then I'll change my opinion. But for right now, I like him. Period.
I do have a question about this though. He said that his mother is a therapist and basically his mother helped get Teresa into therapy and everything like that. If they so big on fixing the family with Joe and Melissa, then why didn't the mother ever sit down with all four of them and say, "Listen, let's have a session together"?
What kind of clown crap is that? That's not her responsibility. She didn't damage them. She didn't tell Joe to act like
I never said she did, but
she did not break their relationship. So why in the world would it be her responsibility?
I didn't say it was her responsibility. I'm just saying,
why would she do that? That's out of line and out of order. The only people stupid enough to get involved in the in-law stuff would be Melissa, mama, and them, her mammy.
Yes,
her mammy. Because
if therapy works, then why don't we all just sit down and have family therapy or whatever like that? Let's try to fix the family that Teresa says she want to fix.
That is none of her business. See, normal people mind their business. The only people that don't know how to stay in their lane is Melissa, mammy, and them. That's true. That lady is normal. That's why she didn't do that. You don't go involving and intruding in other people's families and crap. Who does that?
Or maybe suggest maybe y'all should have family therapy. Y'all can sit down and try to talk things out.
Okay, So now let me ask you this: how do we know what that woman suggested from the peace and quiet of her own home?
Because if she actually did it, Louis or Teresa would have said something on the show by now.
Who said so? Because they not discussing anything about his mama. They showed that nice little lady, that nice little clear lady one time, and she looked real quiet and was minding her business. And she looked like the kind that know how to mind her dadgum business. My kind of chick. So we don't know what that woman said because we wasn't in her house. Or did they invite you over? Because they ain't called me.
No, they didn't call me either. But like I said, Teresa would have threw that out. Teresa would have threw that in Joe and Melissa's face by now. Well, I tried to fix the family. I said we should go in therapy.
In their face, we ain't throwing nothing about Louis family in them people's face. Nothing. Nothing at all. And that's what they mad about. They can't trigger Teresa into saying nothing. She ain't saying hardly nothing. That's why her little sawed off brother over there pissed off.
Let's see if she's gonna be this quiet come next season.
Because he know for a fact that his big nosed wife ain't got nothing to talk about if she ain't crying about his sister.
All right, I want to see if she's gonna be this quiet come next season because we ain't got to worry about it being 2-3 weeks before the wedding and she's in her love bubble and all of this. Let's see if she's gonna be quiet or she's gonna be back to the same old Teresa she was last season and the season before that.
Last season, she was perfectly cool, actually. Yeah. The only person that finally got a reaction was Large Marge, and that's because she kept pushing it. I think Teresa, last season was the first season that I could actually stand her, to be honest. Last season was the first season I could stand her, and the reason that was the first season I could stand her was because that was the first season that she stopped being a maniac. And I could sit and actually stop and see what other people were doing. Like I told my daughter, it's sometimes where you could be right and wrong at the same time. You act up and you let people trigger you, even when you in the right, you in the wrong, because don't nobody even see what the other people doing. All they see is you. And I'm guilty as seeing with that because all I saw was Teresa acting like a nut. That's all I saw.
To season one.
The minute she stopped acting like a nut, and then I could actually like step back and be like, oh, dang, Melissa full of crap. Dang, Joe full of crap. Marge, you too? Like little Jackie, I always knew she was stupid as hell, and I ain't never have her to little miss. Oh, I'm too scared to eat a sandwich. Now you eating food and putting all this dark shadow on your eyes and trying to act like a Disney villain. Girl, bye.
But it was okay when Teresa was throwing that rumor out about her husband at the party.
About who?
What?
About Jackie's husband at the party. At her husband's party, talking about, oh, did you hear about Evan screwing around at the gym?
That wasn't last season. That was season before, wasn't it?
I didn't say last season. I said when she did do that. It was like the season before that.
Like I literally just said last season was the first season I could even stand her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I literally just said that.
I'm in and out with the volume. My bad.
May I say something, Shanitra and Shani?
Yeah.
Of course.
About the Jackie rumors thing, that was set up by Marge. I know, Shanita, you call her Marge a lot. I call her the trout mouth because she's always like fucking around like a trout.
Child, Marge started a lot of
the crap. She set that up.
She started a lot of it. But this is the problem. This is why I put the blame on Teresa. Up until last season. She was never smart enough to realize when somebody put a battery in her back. She was never smart enough. She was never smart enough to not react when people do something nasty, just hang back and let them expose themselves. She just Teresa ain't smart. Like, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to diss her.
No, I agree with you.
I'm not picking at people that don't have educations or anything. Like, please don't come talking about I'm being classist or whatever. The girl is ignorant as hell. And everybody knows it. Like, I never forget, she was trying to say renovating, and I think she said venovate something. I was like, please. Somebody get this illiterate, please. But, she's dumb, and I feel like the people around her know she's dumb. They count on her being dumb, and they can play her. The fact that this dude showed up and like is kind of thinking for her, because Joe Giudice, he wasn't that smart. He wasn't able to really think for her.
Really wasn't.
He tried, but Barney Rubble wasn't that bright. And he would just lose his cool and start fighting. So then you got her unhinged, acting stupid. You got him, spearing people or hitting them with flying shoulder blocks and stuff. So it just looked like two crazy people. Now there's a man involved who's calm, and he can make her like chill out or talk to her until she chill out, or like even when she try not to listen, he's like, so are we gonna talk or you just gonna keep doing this? And she'll kind of get the cue like, okay, I need to chill out. I like that because
she likes it.
Yeah, she do, because it's security. Nobody wants to feel like that you against the world. Nobody wants that. And literally, that's what the hell they was doing to this lady. And I see it now. I couldn't see it before, and I feel bad because I'm dumb. I should have caught on to this. But that's what they were doing to this lady. And now that she's like not reacting the way she normally would, everybody's slip is showing. Everybody's slip is showing. I'm like, y'all some slime balls. And Andy was right there in it with them. Slime. Now, mind you, I don't care for Teresa, but I just never think it's cool for everybody to gang up on one person. Like, that's not cool to me. That's not cool. Manipulating people, lying on folks, that's not cool. You slimy as hell. Somebody need to beat the piss out you. Melissa needs to be beaten. I want somebody to catch her one good time and just beat the dog mess out of her. She is really a disgusting person. And the brother too. Teresa up there, her heart broken over that boy. I want her to let that go. What's your heart broken over him for, girl? He don't even care about you. Heartbroken for what?
It's her brother.
Child, please. I got two of them, and I wouldn't give a darn.
It's it's Teresa. Family.
All that silly stuff. I don't care nothing about that, honey. Sometimes family ain't got nothing to do with blood. The people that have been the best family to me, we not related by blood at all. And I got relatives that I would step across them on the pavement.
One thing I can say, Teresa may not be intellectually smart, but I think, there's something called street smart, which is I always have arguments with people because I'm like, she's not book smart, but she is street smart.
If she was street smart, she'd have been able to step in and stop her brother from swindling her mom and daddy. If she was
that's her weakness. Her brother is her weakness.
Street smart, she would have peeped game on what her husband was doing before it caught up to them and ended up landing her in prison. When you street smart, you'd have caught on to what Melissa was doing to you, running game and making you act like a fool in front of that camera. She would have been calmed down and made that hoe expose herself. Teresa ain't street smart. She ain't book smart. She ain't smart at all. If you, as my father would say, if you put her brain in a horse, it'll trot backwards.
I kind of have to give her credit for being like going through. Okay, so she let the man lead her to prison, but when she got out, you can see now it doesn't matter. Everybody's like, oh, what do you care if, supposedly Louis has money? She doesn't give a crap. She's working her butt off to take care of her daughter. Once she got out,
nobody said she was lazy. I never called her lazy. I called her dumb.
I know, but like that hurts my heart a little bit.
Well, it don't hurt my heart. Truth is truth, and Teresa's dumb.
I just feel for her.
And Josh started to answer your question. Kenya said that she chew on people booty holes. Kenya said that. We didn't put that on her. She said it. Teresa just dumb. It's like it's dumb people in the world that take all kinds. Teresa's dumb. Now she was smart enough to run up on a man with some coins. Bless her heart, but she dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad she found somebody who got her into therapy. That's all I care about, Yeah, like she needs therapy big time.
Now you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. What would make me put Louis in the Hall of Fame? Now for the private investigator and the therapy, okay, big points, big marks for him for that. If he could make her go back to school and learn to speak correct English, I'm for real. If they start next season and Teresa has enrolled in continuing education or something, Louis the king, straight up. Straight
No,
up.
she's Italian. Don't you understand? She's Italian. She can't
Like,
speak English.
what kind of? I know Italian people that are very intelligent. That ain't got nothing to do with being dumb.
I know, that's funny
I
though.
want Louie to put her back in school. Well, hell, I've worked with doctors who were Italian. She needs to go back to school and learn how to read and speak proper English and how to express herself and how not to throw tantrums. I think a lot of that tantrum throwing that she was doing was because of her ignorance and a lack of ability to express herself.
Oh, also her father was, you see how her brother is? That's how she grew up with. Her
Yeah,
father was a very explosive person. So
that
she's
has
only
nothing to
known
do with
men who
dumb.
beat her down.
But none of them touched her. Ain't nobody did nothing to Teresa. Teresa's dumb. Teresa's
Mental
acting out
abuse.
because she's too ignorant to express herself. And then she's only doing better now because therapy is giving her tools as to why she is able to express herself a little bit better, or she's learned tools to calm herself down so that she doesn't throw tantrums and act like some kind of person who licks windows. Jai says, so I call her Sukihana because she eat booty. She says she eat booty. She's Suki. I want her to get on the eating remix with Suki. We didn't lie on her.
I am traumatized now. I'm gonna turn into Teresa Jadisha.
Now.
What you say, Shani?
I gotta hear that song you talking about. What's the name?
Listen, pull it up on your Instagram, on your phone, or on your computer, and mute your thing where you can listen to it. It's so funny. It's hilarious. It is so vulgar, but it's hilarious.
It's traumatizing.
And baby, the children, the little kids, is on TikTok, and grown people on TikTok. All of them is doing like these little skits to the song, and the women like trying to sneak up and bite men on their behinds. It's hilarious. I'm just like, Suki got the whole world talking about eating, and now you got, Skin Your Pores, the new Sukihana, talking about she chewing bubblegum. I'm just like, wow.
Perfect euphemism.
Going back to Atlanta real quick with Sonya and her family. Did the sister basically say, oh, Sonya ain't going to be able to take care of her own son if she not there?
That's what I got from it. I feel like she'll say anything because she's mad. She don't want to have to pay her own way in life.
She said, sound like she said Sonya don't know how to take care of her own kid. And that's why she needs her there, because this way she can still do what she got to do and I can watch Deucey.
And but one thing about that, her husband said you got to go. So apparently her husband believes that his wife can take care of his child just fine. Mm-hmm. And he want him, his wife, and his child in the house that he paid for.
And whatever new baby they supposedly trying to make.
Yeah, she healthy enough. She can tote one. She don't have a lot of body fat, but I believe in her. She can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know, one thing.
That's a piece of work sibling for you right there.
Yeah, Sonia's sister is more than a piece of work. She is disgusting, and so is her mammy.
Yeah, what they said, she's not selfish, she's self-centered, and the mother's sitting there like, But then later on with Sonya, she talking about, oh, I didn't know he quit. I'm over here sending messages and he never responds.
I noticed he wasn't responding in a timely fashion.
Yeah, to the emails that she was sending.
Mm-hmm. That mammy something else. That's
Sonya,
like she said,
the whole new
trying to tell the girl, talking about, don't take it personal.
Yeah, Sonya, you need a whole squad that is not family. You need an assistant. You need one of those assistants that's actually going to be out there working, who's like, oh, you know what? This going to look real good on my resume. This going to look good when I'm trying to blow up.
I just, and mind you, this is so crazy because I don't like Sonya either, but I don't like her being mistreated. And isn't that weird? Like, I don't like Teresa, but I don't like what they tried to do to her. I don't like Kenya, but I don't like, the lady, the nanny up there making faces at her, taking care of her kid. Like, I can dislike somebody and really not want you to mistreat them. I don't like the way Sonya.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the way they treat her at all.
Mm-hmm.
I
She
don't.
said she done put them on since day one. Day one, she done put her whole family on.
And that's cool. And she
Yeah.
can still put them on and help them get established somewhere else. You do not need to live in that girl's house, eat her food, and invade her privacy so that she don't have no time alone with her own husband.
Mm-hmm. And she said it more than once. I don't mind y'all staying, but my husband says it's time for us to have our own spot. I don't mind y'all staying, but my husband says it's time for us to have our own spot.
Yeah, I'm glad her husband is the one putting his foot down because she's not capable. It's a cultural thing. She's like they will manipulate her. I'm glad her husband is going, enough. We're stopping this right now because she wouldn't do it.
Sonya
She
is
let
just
them live with her forever.
yep. Sonya let them just manipulate her and run roughshod over her. I don't think it's cultural. I think that's just Sonya.
Really, they're not even nice to her. It's like the Caribbean and African cultures. Once
Girl, you can
somebody
tell
becomes success, say
that ain't
that
got
again.
nothing to do
Sorry.
with that ain't got nothing to do with that. I know plenty of Jamaican girls that will light up everybody in that house. No, ma'am. That is just Sonya.
No, it's
That's Sonya.
not. Okay.
I know too. I grew up in the state of Florida surrounded by people from the West Indies. And I'm sorry, but that's a crock of crap. There's a whole lot of Jamaican girls that would have lit up everybody in that house. The amount of cursing that we would have heard come up out of that house would have been comedy. That's Sonya. And all West African ladies don't play that crap either. My family is Igbo. Cut that nonsense. That is not facts.
Mm-hmm.
That is not
that
facts.
sister rolled her eyes at me.
And let me tell you something, honey. Igbo women are known for their mouths. Ain't nobody taking that garbage.
I don't blame you, because when that sister rolled her eyes, when I like, oh well, I guess it's time to be deuces, homie.
Thank you.
Y'all can break out right now if you want. I didn't say you had to leave now, but if you want to be funky about it, y'all can bounce right now.
And that's the thing. I could see you like taking a lot of your mother's excesses, but this little snot nosed funky heifer and her useless husband, child, please. Nonsense.
You know they no good if you going to quit out of nowhere just because I told you got to leave, and then you don't show up of a job that I'm paying you for to do my hair because you got an attitude. All right, then.
Child, she says she's sick.
The sister was sitting. Okay. Sick at the fact that she got to go out and look for her own place to live. That's what she's sick about.
That's what she mad about. Look what Jenna say. Jenna got a point. That's my Jenna boo. Jenna say the sister's a jerk. If Sonya was really that bad, she wouldn't have moved with her. True. That bump on the stump husband of hers probably can't support her. Exactly. With his little mangy, scrawny self.
And he couldn't get a job. He couldn't get a job before Sonya said, come be my assistant. So now that he quit, do he got a job now?
No, he ain't got no job. Where he gonna get a job from?
That's ridiculous.
And like you say, he can't support her. He can barely support his own weight. He looked malnourished. Somebody need to DM Sonya and find out if she got an alarm on that refrigerator or something. Why he look hungry like that?
They good. Remember, they got a whole box of beef patties to themselves, Jamaican beef patties.
But that, you know what, Golden Crust only goes so far.
No, these are the real ones from Jamaica. You don't remember when they came back, the parents came back from Jamaica and they bought a box for everybody.
Yes, it's true. Not true. I believe the sister eating all the food. Something going on because that man looked mangy and hungry. He looked like he got the mange. Okay. You know how them dogs get the mange? You got to put that cone around their head. He looked like he one step from needing that plastic cone around his head. He looked like he gonna scratch himself to death.
So now the sister, what you decide to cut your income too, trying to be spiteful? Don't you get paid for doing Sonya's hair? I'm sure you're not doing it for free. and now you decide not to show up because you're quote unquote sick. So I don't know. Do you get sick time? Do you get to call out sick and still get paid?
Child, let me tell you something. Sonya need to go and start paying a hairdresser to actually make her look nice. Paying a stylist to pick clothes that don't make her look like she one of the Commodores.
And she in Atlanta. I'm sure she can throw a stone and find one of each in any direction.
Thank you. That's all she got to do, and just be done. That's all she need to do. Just do that and be done, because that sister is trash.
You're on a national television show. You can find you a hairstylist and a how you call it.
I just can't get it. And Shannon, you know how I feel about men that don't work. Y'all know how I am.
The only male that is allowed to lay up in my house is the 4-legged one that's sleeping and snoring right now. Other than that, oh no. You
girl, I'll do you one better. Every dog I ever got was a girl. I don't like men around me that ain't bringing in money.
Oh no, he does his job. He looks very menacing. He does not let men talk to me when we're walking. So he does his job when we're walking.
Don't get me wrong. But I can dig it. I'm just telling you, y'all know how I am about men that don't work. Did you not see how quick I turned on Juan Dixon when he didn't have no job, sitting up at the house fighting with Robin over a moke control?
A moke. I missed that line, dang it, but I caught it later. Yeah.
I was so mad about that. I ain't know what to do. Now the whole time he had a job, he didn't even come to the girl house. Now the minute you done lost your job, you got your funky behind sitting up in this girl house and fighting with her over the remote control, and she asking people about dirty toys because you ain't even touching them. So you ain't working, you ain't bringing in no money, and you won't even lay a finger on her. You sorry, so and so you.
Yeah, trust me.
Once my son stand a man that's lazy.
I got you. Once my son hit a certain age and he wasn't going to school, oh homie, you don't get to lay up in the house all day. You don't get to lay up in the house. Either find a job or you can go with your little raggedy girlfriend. I bet you he got up. He got 2 jobs now.
Yes, the something. Hey, Gaby. Oh, look at the baby. Where you been? Where your crown at? You been gone for a minute. But this is the thing. I don't know. Listen, the men that don't work. Listen, I don't know where you gonna go. You can go to hell if you don't pray, but you gonna go to hell up out of here. I can't stand that. I'm serious. I can't stand that. I can't stand it. And the fact that sister sitting up there with her big angry looking self, miserable looking self, and you got that dingy, mangy man over there look like he got sores all over him.
She said because she watched Deucey that, oh well, I'm entitled to just sit around. If I could do her hair for quick 20, 30 minutes and then I could chill, and I'm watching her son or whatever forever, 2-3 hours out of the day probably after the boy go to school. And they got the nerve to beef about the fact when I come in that I want to say hi to my son and my niece and my nephew with everything. You beefing about that too.
Calling that girl a dingbat.
Oh yeah. Oh no. You get about my dingbat house, homie.
Yeah, that's what made me really upset when she said that. We all have like that sister. You're like, you understand I take care of you, right? And then they'll go and just embarrass you for no reason.
I'm helping you out over here.
Exactly.
You asked for my help. I didn't ask you for your help, homie.
Look here, I must be a
job that you get paid for.
I must be a horrible sister. I'm not taking no abuse off nobody. I don't care who you are.
I don't blame you.
No, I'm gonna be you in my next lifetime, Tanika.
Huh?
I'm gonna be you in my next lifetime. Not taking no crap from no one.
I'm not.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You can be her right now. Start right now. Tell everybody that want to throw crap at you. I ain't taking it. I ain't taking the bullshit.
Because I'm gonna tell you why I'm like this, Poliva girl. I'm like this because I know for a fact I'm too good of a person to be mistreated. I don't deserve it. So it's not about me being mean or whatever. It's the fact that I'm too good of a person to let anybody mistreat me. I'm one of the most loyal people. Like, I'll go all the way in the mud with you. I got friends that have called me 3 a.m. because they was in all type of stuff. I have jumped in my car 3, 4 in the morning, no shoes on, grabbing pistols and keys. That's all I had to go back people
Pistols?
up. You got darn right. Let me tell you something. I'm that friend. I'm that sister. I don't care how grimy it get. If I can help you, I'm coming. I'm too good of a person to allow people to mistreat me. I don't care who you are. You're not going to wipe your foot on me. If you good to me, I'm going to be twice that good to you. But the minute you bend over and try to give me your behind the kiss, I'm going to kick it for you. Nobody's going to wipe their foot on me. Let me tell you something. I got one sister left on this planet, and you asked me, please, the last time I spoke to that hooker. I don't care who you are. Before I let you abuse me, I'll dig a hole and jump in it first. It'll never happen. My father taught me from the time I was small. If you don't stop people from mistreating you and hurting you, they will eventually kill you and tell the world you liked it. You won't do it to me. You a lie.
When somebody get that taste of, you know what, in their mouth.
Everybody but Kenya and
Kenya, yeah.
Oh, guys, no! Oh my God! I just wait that today.
I ain't chewing no bubble gum. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But on the real, I mean that. If you come 2 in the morning and say, girl, this man just jumped on me, I'm scared to leave the house, girl, I'm coming. Just let me know if he got anybody else coming so I know to watch my back. But I'm coming. If you tell me, girl, somebody done stole my car, but I found it, it's parked over here, girl, I'm coming. Let's go. You tell me somebody about to jump you, girl, I'm coming. You need something to eat, I got you. But you ain't about to abuse me. I swear for M&Ms, you better get off the horse tranquilizers. I'm not taking no abuse. Absolutely not. I wasn't built like that.
Yeah, you know the reason I kind of started, I was listening to you and then I started listening because it's like I don't even have like a lot of the shows you are recapping on, like most of them I don't listen to, but you have a universal core belief that I know is right. And, you know, I'm probably a little bit of a Sonya, a little bit of a, because, you know, a little bit of a Teresa, a little bit like, it's just like, I'm not like a wet bag, but I do tend to give my family a lot of leeway. And like listening to, it's almost like listening to like logic, you know, remove the emotions.
I understand exactly what you mean because that's exactly who I am. The people who know me can testify. I have never, ever in my life been an emotional person. I'm not emotional. If it don't make sense, I'm not doing it. And I don't care who you are. It's got to make sense to me. And that doesn't mean that I don't love people, but it has to make sense to me. And I'm never going to do for you at my detriment. The only people that I will put in front of me at my detriment was my mother, my father, and my children.
Yeah.
Other than that, it does not make sense. It does not compute.
That's what I'm learning at my big old age.
Long as you learn, girl. La Dame Sweet Tea, hey, you say it's your first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, La Dame.
And for Virgin Love, yes, I'm an Aquarius, honey. I'm not a Gemini. My daddy was a Gemini. My mom was an Aries, but I'm an Aquarius, and I don't do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If it kills me, I don't want nobody telling me no lies. If I catch people telling lies, they irritate me real bad. But I'm a very logical person. Like, tell me something that makes sense. And I have gotten into trouble with people, not real trouble, but just, little social stuff, because I ask a lot of questions. Like, if you tell me something crazy, I'm going to ask questions until what you're saying to me starts to make sense. And I never want anybody to be offended. And I always try to explain myself like I don't mean no harm. But what do you mean? Like, what are you saying? And sometimes people take me the wrong way, and I have to just apologize because I'm never too big to apologize to anybody. But that's me. I like things to make sense.
Me
like
too.
That whole crap with Sonya bringing up Future's baby mama chewing bubblegum. I'm like, where the hell that come from? Y'all don't ever sit up and talk about pop stars and stuff. Like, where would you just out the blue? I don't know if y'all seen this, but Future baby mama said what that gave me was you and Sheree was sitting up laughing about Future's baby mama, and she said, "Girl, guess who else was chewing bubblegum? Kenya." I'm telling you, I believe they plotted on that. They plotted to do that.
It
He
makes
just
sense.
ruined the bubble gum for all of us and all kind of like nice words we used to like. And now it's like, Kenya, the bubble gum, yeah. Yeah.
Cause I'm
I
a girl.
hope
Are you
nobody
saying I
lets her
ruined
class
bubblegum for
self
you?
live that down ever.
Did
Remember,
I
Kenya
ruin
Moore is so
bubblegum for you?
classy.
Why would she do that? That is so disgusting.
I just, I had to try to get the mental picture out of my head. That's why I was like, I'm calling bubblegum and I'm not going to call it.
And then you said, you know what? I can't take it out of my head. I'm going to send it across the universe in my universe.
Yeah, send it away, like, so that you don't have to deal with that mental picture of the bubblegum, because the bubblegum is a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't really play with gum chewers like that. Like, Lord, do you know if Suki came to my house, I'm talking about Suki Moore, not Sukihana. If Suki Moore came to my house, she would have to drink out of plastic cups. I would have that heifer eating off plastic forks. Like, girl, no.
Better.
Yeah, you can't eat out of my dishes and cutlery, nothing. Like, no.
You know who you remind me of right now? I hope you like her. I hope you don't get it. Wanda Sykes. She does those little funny things.
Give her some champagne in a plastic cup.
Everything she had for me, I wouldn't care if we was popping champagne. She would be the only one. She would be the only personnel with no champampagne flute.
With a paper cup.
It's like, no, you ain't getting no glass. Bring your Auntie Kenya a red solo cup. But listen, no, because you nasty. No.
So funny.
A red plastic solo cup and a paper towel.
Straight up paper towel. And if I cook, listen, open up that box of plastic forks over the Frigidaire. Don't you handle none of my food.
Off she goes.
She gonna be saying this is wrong etiquette. No, it was wrong etiquette for you to admit that you eating you know what, girl, and think you was gonna eat off of my dishes.
You sitting up here eating on chocolate starfishes, and then think you're gonna put a fork of mine in your mouth. You's a lie.
Nope.
No, ma'am.
Gotta throw it away.
The glass that don't match with the rest of the dishes. No, you don't even get that glass.
You ain't lying, because then I got to walk out the back door and break it. No.
Yeah.
Either that or we got to wash it outside and keep that one in with the washer and dryer in the utility room or something. Just when you come over, we got to go and get your special glass. Like, no.
She said just special glass.
I won't have to do all that. We get solo cups.
No, she said the special glass in the laundry.
I know. I wouldn't even want to do all that though.
In the
have to go out there, have to go out there to get a cup.
I got children. I'm gonna send. I
ready to say, "Oh, mommy, I want something to drink." Not out that cup.
No. That's when you tell her, hold on, and you tell one of the children, go get your auntie that cup at the washroom. Go get No, you ain't drinking out of nothing in that kitchen. That's a lie.
There
Yeah,
ain't no
no.
more plastic cups in the kitchen. That's okay. I got some brand new ones in the pantry. Go in the pantry.
If I run out, whatever glass she get, that's gonna be her glass till the Lord come back. That glass
No,
Mm-hmm.
no, we already knew that Auntie Kenya was coming over, so we made sure we had a big fat pack of plastic.
Look at here. Now you gonna have your special glass. I'm gonna bring it out, have it sitting on its own dish rag. You can't even use regular dish rags on that one. You just sit it there
It's sitting
in
on
the
top of
middle
a
of
paper
the table.
towel.
Yep, just have it
You don't
sitting
even
there
got
in
to
the
use
middle of
the
the table. Like, what's this glass for?
Don't touch that one. It's
Girl,
not for
she
you.
walk in there and see that glass and be asking, "What's this glass for?" This is your glass.
Yours.
This is your glass.
I ain't let nobody touch it. I ain't let nobody touch
Nobody.
it.
Okay.
Because I
Heck
want
no.
you to be special.
Girl,
I
had them
want you
kids.
to feel special.
Girl had them kids in radiation suits trying to handle that glass. Hell no.
Mhm.
Hazmat suits.
And you yelling at the baby when she thinks she could drink out of it. Put that glass down.
Mm-mm.
Nobody told you to drink out that.
Girl, my kids are ignorant. I wouldn't have to tell them don't touch
Yeah.
that glass.
Why this cup in here in the washroom?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Mom,
ma'am.
I'm gonna take this glass out the washroom and put it in the sink. Don't you dare put that in the sink.
Don't you put that on that. That does not go in the sink. And don't
No,
you
it
use
does
it.
not.
And don't use it to scoop soap powder either. Just leave it out there. Just
No, I wanted it there. I know what I'm gonna do with it. Leave it.
Why didn't she just tell Sheree she was lying? Why didn't
I
she just
don't.
say,
Like I said, if the cameras didn't pick it up, if it was not done during taping, I
I
don't know what
wouldn't
you're talking
even.
about, girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-uh.
I ain't never
look,
said I ate no nothing. Where you saw me say that at? Prove it.
And
yeah,
Sheree, you know I ain't told you that.
that's all
Why
she
you trying to
had to
be funny?
say.
Why you trying to be funny, Sheree?
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just like, Sheree and Sonya set that girl up. Now, Kenya did lie on Martell. She did try to lie on Sonya's husband last season. I know they had an extra grand. I can't even say they wrong for it, but I'm just like, y'all clearly set that girl up. And she wasn't ready, and she just kind of she fell into that one. Oh Lord. And her mama's still alive. It's some stuff you're not supposed to do while your mama's alive. It was a lot of stuff I wouldn't do because when my mama was alive, but your mama's still alive, girl. What if your mama hear that you was out here
Her
chewing
mama,
gum?
her mama denied her. She
Yeah, she
won't
was
fool
doing that
Ken. Yeah, she won't fool Ken.
when her mama was
I already
denying her.
know her mama. She didn't deny her. She just quit fooling with her because she didn't like Kenya's lifestyle. And see,
Oh,
maybe
Maybe
this
that was it.
that's what I'm thinking, Shannon. I'm like, did her mama find out about the chewing gum? Like, what happened?
Mm.
okay. I don't.
Was y'all in a small community in
I.
Detroit? And mama said, "Oh no, that ain't my daughter. My
Well, they
child is
said
in."
her daddy raised her. Her daddy and her grandma raised her.
But
So,
the mama didn't just not have nothing to do with her right away. Her mama quit fooling with her because she didn't like her lifestyle. Her mama one of them strict Jehovah's Witnesses, and she
oh,
ain't like
okay,
her lifestyle.
okay.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I understand that. I understand the Jehovah's Witness. They
When did
don't
she
mess with.
compete for Miss America or Miss USA? Which one was it that she was in?
USA, I think.
Was she in her 20s then?
I don't know. I
Is
think
that how she won?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Sonya, you bad. I don't know. Listen, we was
Well,
both like, listen, Shannon, let me tell you something. Me and you was together. We was both today years old when we found out she was chewing gum.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
So, but how old was she when she was in that competition?
I don't know. I know
Mm.
that the girl said she
Is
chewing
there
gum, and me and you both found out at the same time.
is
So
is there anybody out there in YouTube land that can tell us how old Kenya was when she won her competition? Or
but even
she
though she
did
was in
win, right?
her 20s, we don't know whether that's how she got it. She was a pretty girl back then. So we don't
I
know.
mean, she pretty now though.
She not as pretty as she was then. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
all age around here. And some things make you age a little different. That's all. Hey, Shanique, I ain't accusing her of nothing. I'm just saying we was all today years old when we found out about the booty chew. So I don't know.
The booty chew. And like I said, we know this today, and just think about how she was acting towards those young women at the Cynthia Bailey agency, her first season that she got on the show.
Well, we
talking down to them.
I won't say we.
Huh?
I'm gonna say I knew she was a gutter snipe then when she kept talking about coochie crack. I'm like, oh, look at this hood rat. What? I knew then she was a hood rat, but I didn't know she was into the booty chew. I just didn't know.
I didn't know either. We really didn't need to know that. Like you said, you could have denied that, homie. From
they set up
to the Himalayas, you could have denied that.
Lola said she wanted 22. And that was Miss USA. Remember, she got mad at Portia for saying Miss America. But this my thing, I just, as much as Kenya lied, this was the one time, this was her one shining moment, and she missed it. This was the one time everybody would have understood her telling a lie, including me. I was waiting on her to say that you was a lie. It just like last year when Marlo.
I thought Sheree was trying to be funny. I thought she was trying to be funny.
And think about it.
Just like last year when Marlo outed Todd for calling Candy country and lame, I looked at that screen. I was literally, y'all, holding my breath because I knew Todd said it. But I wanted him to be like, Marlo, you lying. And this fool didn't deny. I was like, you butthole. You couldn't just laugh to make the girl feel better. You gonna let her hear this from somebody who don't like her? Like Todd sucks. Like I already didn't like him, but that really sent me all the way over the moon with him. And then here we are again in this same awkward position when Sheree is outing this girl for eating chocolate starfish. And instead of her saying, Sheree, you a goddamn lie. She gonna sit up there and try to explain it like it was cool because you singing karaoke and it didn't go right, so you just chewed on bubblegum. Like, oh God,
And if she would have denied it, we would have actually believed her too. If she would have been like, "Nah, Sheree, you want some bullshit," we would have actually believed that Sheree was on some bullshit.
But in your head, Sheree lying on that girl.
Because we've been like, look at Sheree, she's stuttering right about now, so we know she's lying.
But see, the way I would have took it was okay, because me and Gabor both said we believe Sheree was the one that put that crap out about Candy singing karaoke in a locker room, and I didn't believe that. So I would have just took it as okay, here goes Sheree with this crap again.
But they can't.
Was say, Sheree, I'm so sick of your lying, so and so and so. Like I tried to be cool with you, but you just be lying, and that would have been it.
They can't deny that.
In the words of Little Scrappy, you on that shiz naive.
Straight up, straight the hell up, and of course, no, Candy ain't say she did nothing like that. I don't believe Candy did that. Like, why would you say that? Like, and I believe that Sheree was the one that put that crap in that box. It was rude and it was nasty, and I just didn't like it. And then the fact that she did it everywhere else, it don't matter where she did it. Who are you to bring up what somebody did? Girl, you married a whole Cyclops.
Yeah. Who used to beat on you? Who used to beat on you? Hit on you?
I mean, he's a Cyclops. What the hell did you expect? Y'all ain't never read Greek mythology. Y'all don't know Cyclops is dangerous.
Yeah.
What type of freaky stuff was you doing with Tyrone before he got locked up?
Nothing.
Nah, yeah. I don't believe that. Yeah.
I don't believe that was even no real relationship like that. I think they had
before
a business
before he got locked up.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Didn't he blow that up?
Jenna Harris, thank you for the cash app, sis.
Just like I didn't believe her and Martell was together. Well, when I heard that, I thought that was a lie.
I heard Martell on to the next one.
I
arrangement. I think Martell is a business arrangement. I just think that's
Yeah.
all it is.
I believe
And
it
let,
was a
Martel's
lie.
going to the next one.
and
He
let
on the
me,
next one already.
Yeah,
but
got
as
a
he
whole
should.
girlfriend.
But you have to look at, right. This is for TV. I'm not mad at that. We joked about Kenya renting men, but I really wasn't mad at that either. It's a check. I'm not mad at that. You paying for services, they rendering services, problem solved. Kenya didn't get on my nerves with these arrangements with men until this mess with Mark, because she took this one too far, and now she don't know how to get out of it, and she keep trying to sell us this story about this never ending divorce.
Because they wasn't even married that long. Wasn't it
They
like
not.
a month?
They've been
I
going through the
don't
divorce
believe,
longer than they've been married.
but
Yeah,
that's my
wasn't they
whole
married
point.
about a month, a week?
And she probably don't
But that's
even want
my
to really get divorced. I think if Mark came back and said, "Let's work it out, baby. Let's try to make a family for Brooklyn or whatever," she probably get down with it because she wants a
Shannon. First
family.
of all, I don't believe she married. That's number one. Number two, that
Oh,
man got a
That's what a
whole
lot of
family.
people say.
That man got a whole family up there in New York, and he has had the entire time. Number three, we never heard him call her baby. He called her Ken.
Ken, that's right, Ken.
Yeah, yeah.
And she had them clothes in that closet talking about they was his clothes, and all of them still had price tags on them.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
that
They
man ain't
brand
never
new.
spent the night in her house. I don't believe he ever went anywhere near between her legs. That was a fertility clinic baby. I don't believe I don't even believe he's seen up under her clothes. I don't think he even so much as peeked under there. I don't.
Mm.
I'm just tired of her trying to sell us this BS story about a goddamn divorce that ain't never coming, because you gotta marry somebody to get divorced.
She's been going through this since, what is it, Girls Trip season 1?
She been going through this since Moses parted the Red Sea.
Mm.
Yeah,
We done
it's been a
made
long
it.
time.
They done made it back and forth across the sea. She's still getting
They
divorced.
done been to the promised land. They done fought the battle of Jericho. They done did it all. Everything.
Yeah.
And we still talking about this divorce that ain't never happening.
Because what she said now, he want alimony. He want custody of the baby.
Girl, it don't take that long to settle nothing.
Yeah.
It don't. In the history of never has it taken that long to get rid of a man.
In this episode, she has declared herself as an adulterer. Is that how you say the word? Adulterer?
Adulteress.
Adulteress. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So
Sounded
she
like
said,
Teresa right about now. My bad.
and mind you, this the same lady that had so much venom for Phaedra and for Portia after their divorces, because they was talking to men. Now you out here telling people that you was hunching the clear man,
Mm.
talking all that rude vulgar talk. He's really good in bed. You think it's cute to tell people that this man that you barely know, you done already cocked your behind open for?
Did we ever even hear her talk about that with what was the dude that broke her garage window?
Matt.
Max.
Yeah, did we ever
Max.
even hear
Max. I
about
said Max.
their sex life? I don't remember.
No, he told stuff, but she didn't. Now that's the one she was sleeping with, because he done told her they was outdoors hunching in the truck and everything. I said, have mercy. Ken, you too old to be doing stuff like that. That's nasty. But he
Trying to
was a
keep
little
it
young
young.
boy. He was a
He was
little young
really
boy,
young.
and so he told it because he thought he was, embarrassing her. He don't know you can't shame no hoe. But for her to be sitting on television, like, have some coots about yourself. Sitting up there talking about something, he's really good in bed. That ain't cute. You barely know this man, and you done already cocked your behind open. Already got him digging around in your tail. Already. You ain't shame.
Because
You
according
think
to her, it's been since 2019 since you had anything. According to
but
her.
but I wouldn't care if it was since 1919. You barely know this man, and you already done cocked your behind open.
Yeah.
Do you think this man respect you? Or do you think he's sitting up laughing, talking about, oh, this black chick I'm screwing?
Black
You
chick
didn't
from
even
America, because isn't he out the country?
I don't know where that thing at. My issue is this
He
clear
got
man
an
that you
accent. I
barely
know.
this clear man that you barely know, you cocking your behind open, and you ain't even trying to maintain even a semblance of respect and decency and decorum. You not drawing no lines in the sand to differentiate yourself as somebody that's different and special and worthy of respect. You not doing nothing to say, look, you may like me, I may like you, but there are some things that must be done before you ever think that you're going to touch me. Oh, no. Cock your behind open and then get on national TV and tell everybody you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let me just hush because sometimes I know I'm a little too old fashioned and I got way too much pride. My pride would never allow me to do something like that. I think way too much of myself to get in the gutter with some man I barely know. I just could never.
You could have left it
I
as,
agree.
I really like him. He treats me really good. I'm enjoying this man. You could have left it there.
Girl, I would rather eat cat crap with a knitting needle.
Oh, that's really small. And that crap is not good. Okay. Finally taking out all the braids. Oh my goodness gracious, and I'm delirious right now.
That's horrible. Like I don't know. I wonder about it. Like you don't have no pride about yourself. That a man can look at you and know that he just got that he could just get access to your body so cheaply. Like you're really just nothing. He could just access you. He could just use you like a pay toilet.
But she never done that before.
Never did
Just
what
say
before.
she never said that she just slept with somebody. So you think she's doing that just to stay on the show? I
I don't
mean,
know. I know that's not cute and this ain't a good look. So you putting yourself out there as you know the free sample cookie girl and you chew on bubble
yeah.
gum and you're rocking mics, you're doing everything. It's just too much.
And she too old.
And I'm like, okay, we know you got the whole reputation, but you at an age now where you could be like, look,
Too
I'm mature.
old.
I'm past that. The fact that she would oh Jesus. Mm-mm. My pride, you know what? My pride has always been what stopped me from living a certain type of life. I got too much pride for certain things.
Mm.
I do. I do. I do. I do. I ain't kidding, Shandy. I once threatened to cut a man's hand off for touching my arm.
Mm. Okay.
I'm not kidding. I literally told that man, if you don't remove your hand, I will remove it from you.
I'm not upset with your way of letting the man know. Don't touch me.
Yeah, don't you dare
Well,
put
he ain't got no
your
business putting his
filthy,
hands on you anyway.
your
Exactly.
filthy, grubby, cursed, poverty-stricken hands if you don't get them off me.
And for his health, I hope he let go of you.
He did. He
No,
did. He
okay.
snatched that hand right on back.
I'm glad for him, and I'm glad for you that you did not have to do any jail time behind that.
Girl, because I promise you, I'd have chopped it off and sat on the curb and waited on the police.
Like la la la, it's right there, and I did not put it on ice
At all. And I promise you, I would have dared him to touch it.
It was self-defense.
Yep. Now
Mm-hmm.
leave it sitting there in that hot
Yeah.
Florida sun.
Leave it right there on the pavement in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have
Yep.
been kicking dirt on it and everything. You not getting this one back.
I'd have been kicking it down the street. Nope.
Like you playing kick the can, huh? Yeah, you not
Yep.
getting this one back.
Go get.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a thing about that. You know, men should never just feel like they can just touch you because they want to.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's the problem.
Yeah, go
y'all
ahead
don't
and then let my
understand.
sister touch you how she wants to touch. She feels you need to be touched.
Yeah, because you get to touching me, I'm gonna get to touching on you, and you ain't gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can both sit up here and sing a verse of "Touch Me, Lord Jesus," because we gonna need him. Both of us gonna need him. Don't put your hand on me. Oh God, I'm for real.
I can't touch you with that hand no more.
You won't touch nobody with that hand no more.
Hand no more.
Yeah, I'm serious. That ran my
My
pressure up.
sister,
She
she
up
gonna
there
have
talking
him
about
walking
that.
around like the fugitive.
You ain't lying.
Oh,
Sure.
sorry, I forgot. As the water running, I'm trying to wash my hands.
Now I don't play that. You keep your hand to yourself. You put your little dingy hand back in your pocket if you want to keep it. Don't touch me.
She called it dingy.
For
Wow,
real.
that took me back, yo. That's a little dingy behind down.
No, I'm serious. I've always been like that. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that way. I did not grow up in any abusive situations. I was very protected as a little girl. I just always been that way when it come to men. I just don't like the idea about a man putting his hands on you.
Yeah.
He need to meet all kind of requirements, jump through all kind of hoops, all sorts of them. I just, oh God. And then at her age, and now that she finally is a mama, you raising a girl, and you think this kind of behavior is cute.
And she's a Karen.
Yeah,
You
she
don't
is.
talk. You don't talk to me like that. But you start stuff.
Shannon, you can turn your camera off, baby. Hit the little camera at the bottom. It'll shut off.
Here it
There you
is. I keep knocking myself off, and I tried to come back. Y'all did not need to see me
You
looking like
start
Kirby
stuff, but
Douglas right
expect
about now.
nobody to say nothing to you.
Like I say, I can deal with all that. Like all that stuff, even though it's irritating, I can handle that. But you don't know how that raised my blood pressure. Her up here telling the whole world she done cocked her
Oh
tail
yeah.
open for this man. I say, oh God. Why, Lord? And honestly, I thought that was the worst thing I was gonna hear this episode.
Was she trying to make with that statement about her and the clear gentleman?
And I was waiting for
You said
for
what she
Kenya to tell her.
Hold on, Shannon. You
Tell
said
her
what she doing what now?
I said, was that her way of trying to make Mark jealous, saying that she's been canoodling with the clear gentleman?
I don't know, because I don't think they ever been in no relationship. I don't think it was no danger of him being jealous.
Hello?
Yeah. Who's
I
that?
can hear you, Samika, but I can't hear Shannon.
I can hear Shannon. I don't know why you can't hear.
I'm right here, sis. I'm right here.
Yeah, I hear Shannon just fine.
I can hear you real good.
That must be your phone, Tandra, because I hear Shannon
It
and I
might
hear
be.
you.
Wait a
It
second. Is
might
this
be.
device discriminating against me?
What the internet gonna do?
That's Tandra phone messing up.
What the internet wouldn't do that? Would it?
I don't know
Well, I
nothing
can
about
hear you and couldn't.
listen, if it's not a stove or a sewing machine, I don't know. I don't know nothing to tell you now. Now my answer for everything is drop down and come back, or turn it off, turn it on. I don't know nothing else. My husband working IT. I don't know nothing about that stuff.
All right. Let me see.
Can't help you either.
Let me see if I hang up, I'll be back.
Okay. I'm serious about that. Now, I know stoves and sewing machines. I know that. I know how to use a vacuum cleaner. I can drive. Basic stuff. I don't know none of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to start saying good morning to y'all anyway, because it's like 1:00 in the morning right now.
Yeah, girl, we finna get up off of here. We done sat up in here laughing, talking, and kikiing way too long.
I forgot I got a hair appointment early in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow's a whole holiday. I might even, hell, see if Papa barbecue something. I ain't barbecuing nothing, but
I
you
took
may.
out a couple of things. I'm just going to throw something on the grill real quick when I come back. That's if it's not too hot. But I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
Will you be back on Wednesday evening?
More than likely, because it probably won't be tomorrow. I don't think nothing happening tomorrow.
No, come back on Wednesday because that is my day. And I would love to hear you sing for me.
You want me to sing for you on your birthday?
Yes, ma'am. Back
She got
down
the special
memory
request.
lane. No,
I ain't studying you. I'm gonna try. Just because you asked me to, I'm gonna try.
all right, cool. I'm gonna be back home by like 5 o'clock or so. So yeah, I can get back. Hopefully, you'll be on later on that night.
What you gonna talk about? You said
I don't
tomorrow.
know.
Now
You
Wednesday.
she said,
She said Wednesday. How you gonna ask
Wednesday.
me on Sunday night what I'm gonna do on Wednesday? I ain't never told you I was no
She said,
prophet.
I don't know.
Well, I'm putting the request out too.
Tandra act like I told y'all I was a prophet. I ain't no prophet. I don't know nothing about Wednesday. I know Wednesday coming. I assume we all gonna be alive and well, living that
Yeah,
life.
hopefully.
But I can't
Hopefully.
tell you what's gonna happen on Wednesday, girl. I ain't got no I don't do no card reading and all that stuff. No.
Just come back Wednesday singing back down memory lane.
Okay.
Hey,
Shanika say, do I use a server? What kind of server? I got a silver service. I have glass service. What kind of service? What's she talking about? What kind of service?
oh, I think they talking about the internet maybe.
Oh hell, I don't know.
Huh? Is it talking about computer wise server?
Is that what you mean, Nico? You talking about computer? Because I'm like, I have serving dishes.
But you not letting Kenya more use that serving dish.
My kitchen is fully stocked. But no, again, you're right. Kenya can't touch none of my dishes. Too nasty.
No. You get a paper plate, maybe a microwavable paper plate, but if not, just a regular old paper plate.
Oh, she was asking me about a serger. I know how to use a serger. I want a serger. I just haven't been able to.
A serger.
What
Oh,
is that? What's
but
that?
I do now that I do know how to use, Shanika. I know how to use a serger.
the sewing thing.
Oh,
Yes, I do
okay.
know how to use a serger. I do use sergers, but I want a really, really nice one. I just haven't talked myself into spending that money yet.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Why not your twins mama laughing at me talking about not serving dishes? I do have serving dishes. Y'all think I ain't got no serving dishes? I have nice serving dishes.
Surgeon
and I have nice China serving dishes too. I got good serving dishes. What y'all talking about? I entertain people. I'm very good at entertaining. I got all kind of serving dishes. I got dishes for deviled eggs. I got dishes for hors d'oeuvres. I got dishes for salads. I got soup tureens. I got lovely serving dishes. Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies, fam. Y'all have a good night. Have a safe day tomorrow.
All right. All of y'all have a good night.
2 fingers and say peace.
Y'all have a good night.
I want all of y'all to have a good night together. We all gonna have a good night. We getting up out of here.
Yep. To all those military folks out there, thank you for your service.
That's right. The ones here and the ones that's going on to glory. The
Yes,
tour big say yes, a real wife. Amen. That's exactly what I am, honey. The real thing. Okay, and don't none of my ain't none of my gravy instant either. None of it. Okay. So listen, I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all go to bed, get some sleep, say your prayers, sweet dreams. Couture Bay, thank you for popping in, hollering at us, Shani, Tandra, Poliva Girl. Who else came up? DT. Everybody. Did I miss anybody? what's my baby name? Jasmine. All y'all. Thank y'all for talking to me. Everybody who sent a super chat. Thank you to Nikase. Did I miss anybody? Thank you to Jenna Harris, Stella Stevenson for y'all's cash apps. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate you. Y'all get some rest. And we'll talk again. Probably, like I say, probably not tomorrow, but it might be Tuesday, but definitely Wednesday night that Shannon told me I got to come sing to her for her birthday. So, you know, there's that.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I'm so tired.
Here you go. That's the stuff you do for family. Hey, Evelyn O'Shea. I'm glad you popped in. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all get some rest. I'm gonna try to do the same in a couple of hours, and we will talk again soon. Hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in, if you don't mind. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this good channel. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button underneath the video as well as a membership link in the description box. Also in the description box is my Amazon storefront. If you want to buy the same crafts that I use to do all of my decor and crafting around the house, and my Amazon wish list, if you want to send me some love, I'd appreciate that too. So listen, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. We'll talk again soon. And y'all have a lovely evening. And remember, if no one else says it, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.